Okay, that should be better. Windows updated. It turned off all my sound on OBS. This happens from time to time. Um, 1 second. Good, good. Okay, one last one. Oh no, leave that off. Eh. There we go. Okay. That should be better. Hello everyone. How are you all doing? Yeah, so what happened is my computer updated overnight last night, and so yeah. Okay, that's interesting. Whenever I get an update, my OBS always resets all my audio streams, so I have to reset audio every time. Oh, okay. We'll just go into general. To the general voice chat for the stream. Hey, Chris.
Oh, hi.
Oh, 1 second. I think this is also reset.
Why
Where is it?
is everyone muted?
Uh, that should be better. There we go.
Why is
Is that
everyone muted?
is that better?
Hello.
Hey.
I can hear you, yes.
Yay. See, for whatever reason, every time Windows updates, I always all my like my microphones and audio stuff always gets reset. Oh god.
This
Yeah,
is
which
why I never wanted Windows 10.
yeah. Yeah, so like there have been times when I've recorded something as well. It's always awful when you record something and I just didn't realize that it had turned off my audio stuff.
It's like, oh shit, I'm muted. I cannot hear myself. Oh
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
I have no idea, but for no reason, I took this picture.
Okay. From the thumbnail. Yeah. I was like, cats are liquid. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I saw your picture, Maddie. Took 20 minutes today. Right, right. By the Philip DeFranco stream music starting. What the? That's right. You were saying something about Philip DeFranco streaming at the exact same time as I am. Oh dear.
Well, guess what?
Choosing Rorius. Yeah.
Well, guess what? I'm gonna map right now.
Okay.
Shit.
Yeah, yeah.
And if I want to, and I probably will, I'm gonna show progress in the non-mic chat.
Ah, yeah, yeah. Cool.
There's like exclusive mapping with Sir Nightshade.
Yeah, yeah.
Since you said that it was a kind of a Q&A, I wanted to ask, how did you start your mod?
Ah,
That would be fun to, learn.
yeah, sure. So that kind of, I mean, we were already, some friends and I were working on, Team Fortress 2 maps back in the day. So I guess if you want to go right back to when it first properly started, it'd be like back in the day. A friend of mine, I don't know how he got started, but a friend of mine was like trying out this thing that you could do with source games where you could make maps. And he was making maps for like Team Fortress 2 and stuff. And
Yeah.
yeah, basically he made a few Team Fortress 2 like arena style maps that were really freaking awesome. And so he showed me how you could make maps in like Half-Life 2, and so I started with just like a tiny little test map that looked ugly as in Half-Life 2.
That's me.
And then I went over to what was it first? At first, I went over to Team Fortress 2, and we were making maps at school. Actually, some friends and I were making Team Fortress 2 maps at school. Once again, they were nothing to look at really. But then one of my other friends, who was just as interested in Portal as I was, asked if we could make something, if we could do that instead for Portal instead of Team Fortress 2. And I was like, oh yeah, sure, this would be interesting. And so we gave it a try and started mapping. And then we got this project idea of just making some maps and releasing them online. And it slowly,
Like a map pack.
yeah, like a map pack. and it just slowly morphed into a full mod. Just as time went on, it just slowly morphed into
And
a
then you like
full-size
added
mod.
characters and stuff.
Yeah, yeah. So yeah, that's how it sort of
I
became.
love that reference to Greek, or I think it's Greek mythology, like Hades and Persephone.
Right, yes, it is. Yeah. Well,
That's a
like she's
really
like
cool touch.
imprisoned with him, so and they sort of like the two of them need each other. Hades needs Persephone, and Persephone in this case currently needs Hades. So it's like they, yeah.
I never understood why she died.
Okay, yes, it's more of like a, yeah, like Hades didn't want you taking her, so the only thing he could think of is to kill her.
Oh, I
Yeah.
see.
It's a bit silly, really.
I mean, I get it though.
Yeah.
And then I obviously saw the video, and then you shown off the screen for like, oh, we're gonna hint at the sequel that will never come anyway.
Yeah, yeah. That's the
That's
thing.
fun.
Yeah, we put that little yeah first one science and what is it? How does it go again? Enrichment activity or something like that, and just like little hint, but then nothing else.
Oh yeah, by the way, want some juicy news?
Okay, yeah.
We might want to have Tyler McQuicker voice a character,
Oh, okay, that's awesome.
because apparently one of my friends like real friends with well, real friends by that I mean they talk to each other and stuff.
Right,
He said
right.
that he will voice anything apparently, and I'm like, ooh, okay, we might want to make a new character for this, just for
Yeah.
this.
Yeah, okay. That could be fun. That could be interesting to see what you could do. Get him to say.
But-
See what you could get him to say.
Yeah, but in the meantime, I'm trying to whatchamacallit, yeah, this moment in time,
Mm.
I'm trying to make a map, and I have no idea what I'm trying to do at the moment. I'm trying to make
Okay.
it easy, but then it's like it looks so hard.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I see, Maddie. So has Tyler done any voice stuff in any other mods or games?
I actually have no idea.
Yeah, I know. Neither. My hair is all over the place. There we are. Cool.
I actually
Yeah.
closed the stream because I don't want to lag when
Okay.
I open up the game.
Yeah. Ah, but then I'm not getting those views. Yeah.
I will watch after. I will watch and listen to my stupid ass voice.
It's all good. It's all good.
Although I will again because we have plans.
Mm. Yeah. Okay. Oh, I see. I see, Maddie. Yeah. He's just said in his videos that he really likes voice acting stuff. Yeah.
Okay, actually give me a moment. I will be right back.
Alright. Cool. I have the stream open with the video on, so I can see your desktop stalker mode activated. Okay. Oh dear. Well, I set it up in such a way that hopefully, there's the live chat for YouTube is right here, and then Discord's here, so everything should be covered live. You're up to World 3 on Casa Liquid. That's cool. I think, what did I get to? I got to the end of World 2, didn't I? Yeah. Oh, well, I have. Spoiler. End of World 2. Hasn't changed much yet. Lots of new gameplay elements. Oh, okay. Yeah, see, that's the thing. As I got to the end of World 2, and... Oh, was it? No. Was it the end of World 3? I don't remember now what I'm up to. I think I might have got to the end of World 3, actually. And, yeah, as just as you were saying, like, it's really... Nothing's changed. I want to see that story, but I just can't get to the point where I can actually...
What is up, Drumlet Nation? I'm your host, Killer Keemstar. Let's get right into the new people that got us here.
Dylan, welcome.
Oh.
Quite the intro you had there.
I'm back and I'm put him right at 20%.
I just wanted to see the reaction of
I was just like,
1%,
Maddie posts
yes, that's
1%. Oh dear. How are you doing today?
I was actually talking to Chris earlier, and that's the real owl.
Oh, okay. Is Chris gonna defend
Are you
himself?
talking to me? Wait, what?
I'm actually surprised because the microphone didn't overdrive as much as I wanted it to.
Oh, okay, yeah. It actually sounded, it didn't like peak or like get all compressed and stuff. So yeah,
Even though I've been like 1 millimeter away from it.
yeah. Oh, it's good. At least your mic has clearly has sort of like adaptive voluming. Mine doesn't. So if I speak loudly into this microphone, it just gets clipped. So
No.
That would be funny to hear.
it's happened a few times, but usually I try desperately to force it into some sort of shape in my editing software to make it sound a little less like garbled and robotic.
See.
There, one thing is that when I blow into my microphone, it is just pure ear rape.
Okay. Well.
Just purity.
Yeah. Ah.
Oh no. God damn it.
I was like, are we going to test this or not? And,
Hey, of course.
Oh
God
my
damn
God.
it.
Yeah. I think I saw earlier that Turtle says he'll be in soon. And I think Zentoro wanted to join in as well. They're not there. They're not here yet though. So all good. Yeah.
Then who?
So, they're known as Gabrix on the
Oh
on here.
god, yeah.
Yeah, Zentoro. That's the only. I think that's how you pronounce that. I'm not sure.
I don't know if you know, but he actually got reasonably kicked from a server.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
And there are like really good reasons why.
Ah, yes.
And Turtle knows it. Oh god. Yeah, I was gonna say.
I'm here.
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you. Oh god, you're loud.
I'll adjust your volume
Yeah.
unless you're gonna adjust your volume, in which case I'll leave it.
Okay, that's good.
Anything.
I fixed it.
Yes.
I
Sounds-
was just talking a little louder than I normally do.
Okay, all good, all good.
Talk like this.
Yeah, cool. Sounds good to me.
There's like a little hangout for all the friends. Yay!
Yeah.
It's like literally not just like a. It's like not a Q&A stream. It's just like chit chat with friends.
Yeah. That's what I intended it to be. But it's like I just put that in there as just like in case you want to ask me any questions. That's there.
I mean, I did ask at least one question.
You did. So
I contributed.
yeah, Q&A requirements fulfilled.
Yep.
Okay, and I have a question for you. Is math
Oh,
related
yeah?
to science?
Well, gonna do the Neil deGrasse Tyson like Yes. Yes, it has. What is
Maybe.
this? Maddie's posting his
You
stuff
know
in
how
the
I-
non-mic chat.
Sorry, so Tom's gonna just release Crash Zoom the end of season 1, and he has a Kickstarter for season 2, and he has anti-perks.
Oh my
Some of
god.
these are. First anti-perk is for 666 euros. No, pounds, because he's British.
Yeah.
Perk, baby. Tom will wear a t-shirt with your face on it and verbally harass a baby for 666 seconds, and we'll send you a video.
Okay.
Oh god.
Voodoo
my
will make
God.
you a voodoo doll that resembles you. It'll reside in the Turbo Punch office where it'll be stabbed regularly, and we'll send you a video of it.
Oh my god. Yeah, 666 minutes, 66 seconds, sorry, is, like 11 minutes of video. What the
Eddie's
friggin' hell?
baby.
Yeah.
You have no idea how much this voodoo doodoo bullshit scares me.
Right, yeah. I'm really not a a superstitious person, so none of that stuff really bothers me.
Oof. This one, Tom will mail you personalized death threats on your next birthday, Christmas, and Valentine's Day.
Oh my god, what the hell?
Oh my god, that's so mean.
Great.
It's
If only I had that much money to donate.
That's crazy. That's nuts.
This is heavy voice. Never mind.
Maddie's posted Nightshade's worst fear. Oh, it's tiny though.
Oh I can barely
Oh,
see it.
it's the voodoo doll thing in Terraria. Throwing the
Oh.
yeah. It's gonna have a drink.
Oh yeah, when you kill the guide or whichever the
Yeah.
other one is.
I was always upset. I was always saddened by the fact that you had to do that. Like that's you can't not kill the guide in order to summon that character.
You can kill the other NPC, and I don't remember which one it is.
Oh, okay. I actually didn't know that. That might have been a slightly newer thing. He died and I laughed. Okay.
I might actually want to look that up.
See, I used to hate the guide. I think I hated the guide at first, but by the time they released the Wall of Flesh thing, the guide was actually useful, so I didn't hate him anymore. He's only useful for the fact that if you don't want to constantly refer to like wikis and stuff, you can find out how to craft stuff from him. So he's useful. I should use the recipe browser mod. Okay, never mind. Yeah, if you have a recipe browser mod, then yeah, he is useless, isn't he?
Hey,
Oh, there it is, the Claudia
hey, Zen.
voodoo doll.
Oh yeah,
And Taro is here.
yeah.
sorry I'm late. I was at the movies.
Oh, it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, I'm guessing that most people now are off, like they're on their holiday now, because I know that they've referenced it in a few places, so people are actually able to go stay at home now. have some.
At
Have
least
some
I
break.
can stay at home.
Yeah.
Me and Turtle still have school at least.
Oh, okay. When do you guys finish off?
June 20th.
Oh, okay. Oh, you got still got a
That's
lot
a long
of
time.
school left. Yeah, great. Because I remember in a stream, I think it was a GT Live stream, they mentioned that. Oh, was it GT Live? I don't remember now. Someone mentioned having school being out for people, so it must just be like staggered for a lot of different areas.
Well, I'm in
Well,
first
we
grade.
live in a place where it snows almost constantly. So
Okay. Yeah.
no days up the wazoo.
Okay, yeah. That's awesome. See,
I'm on holiday too, Maddie. 2-day weekend.
the
You get out at the 23rd
oh,
July.
finish 23rd of July. Ouch.
All
I
year
will finish
round.
in 4 years.
To be fair, like where I am at the moment is it's inverted. So, if anything, I think there was just a holiday. There was just like a school break. So, it's like mid-year for us.
Okay, Maddie, it's only the 28th of May.
Oh, okay.
I was like, July.
Yeah. That's okay. Yeah. That's better. That's better. See, this is what I was expecting. Something around this time, around May.
Like end of May.
Yeah.
Because usually, like in our country, usually never, we never study during summer.
Right. You'll see. We have our
Yeah.
summer break, but our summer break is at the end of the year. Because we have a sunny Christmas.
Yeah. that's
Christmas
true.
Christmas at the beach.
That's so cool. That's actually really lovely.
That's the thing is
Not better.
it's nice, but it's the same as like it just happens to be that the holiday and the school holiday and then the public holiday of Christmas lined up together. Poop.
Man, you know
Wanna hear
what?
What?
Yeah, Rory.
You know
Yeah.
what?
That's
When I'll
fair.
have the money. God damn it.
Yeah.
I'll have the money. I'm gonna visit New Zealand for Christmas.
Okay.
And I'm gonna
So,
be at the sunny
thank you.
beaches
Yeah.
celebrating Christmas.
Yeah.
The room temperature of my room is 69 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say
Dab on 'em.
that's a little colder than I would expect, but that's good. I like cold temperatures. So. It's hard for me to judge exactly what temperature it is, and if you say Fahrenheit, because I'm in Celsius. I'm in a country that uses Celsius.
Rory.
Yeah.
Rory.
You
Right. I didn't know about the whole season flip of the northern and the southern hemisphere
Right.
for a very long time. And when I found it out in geographic class, I was just like, how did I not know that? That sounds like something that everybody should know.
Yeah.
And I just felt so dumb.
That's
Like
the
middle
thing.
school.
Like, see, look, coming from where I am, like, it's we here in New Zealand don't have a hell of a lot of news, I guess, for our own country, so we hear a lot of foreign news. So I guess, yeah, I knew about the differences from right from the get-go, because, you know, Christmas being sunny here in the middle of summer, it becomes immediately obvious. You can't get past the fact that it's like different seasons in our
It's
our
beginning
hemisphere.
to look a lot like summer.
Basically.
No.
Everywhere we go. Yeah, basically, there's like beating sun and you know, going to beaches and stuff. It doesn't look a hell of a lot like the Christmas I'm familiar with. This is from like TV and stuff.
This doesn't look like the movies.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
I also don't have snow and I live in Austria. It's
Oh.
depressing.
You don't have snow?
Rarely. This year was really the first time that I had proper snow that didn't like melt after the second day.
Oh man,
It's stupid. It's
yeah. I would say that sucks, but then I live in an area of a country that, I mean, it does snow here, but only down in the South Island of New Zealand. Like, in where I live is up in Auckland, which is right near the north, and basically it's way too hot all the time. The only way it'll ever anything will actually happen was if it's particularly strange weather. Like, it has actually snowed in Auckland before, but it's usually only like slush, and it's usually nothing exciting. You know, it's usually just disappointing.
I don't really know why we don't have snow, because it rains in the winter. It rains, so there's enough water.
Yeah, that's basically all it does
it's
here.
also, and it is also cold enough. I don't know why it doesn't snow. And if it does snow, then it is just too little to actually like stick to the surfaces or something like that. It just instantly hits surface and is gone.
Yeah, that's what's happened. It's happened like twice, I think, where it's snowed sort of in Auckland, but then yeah, as soon as the snow hits the ground, it just like melts away. It's just wet slush, you know. It's nothing fun, and it only ever gets about a centimeter thick.
In winter, when we go skiing, I go to the west of Austria.
Ah,
And
yeah.
there's a lot of snow. Like in the east, where I live, there's no snow at all.
Oh, okay, I see.
This winter was the first time since for a lot of years where there was just no snow.
Right, yeah.
I have a quick question.
Yeah.
It's like always sunny there, right? It's like really hot.
In New Zealand, no. I wouldn't say so.
Oh, but that's
It's
still...
frequent. I mean, that's the thing, is we don't get a lot of highs or a lot of lows. Like, if you want really, really hot, you go to Australia, because Australia is just
be like,
constantly
"How?"
hot. Yeah, or like
I'm gonna be
California.
like, how are you not tanned? How are you
Yeah,
not
'cause-
tanned? I was gonna be like, what?
That's actually this my bad. That's because I just stay inside all the time. Like, our country is, I mean, I would say perfect for getting tan, but really I should say that you can very easily unintentionally get skin cancer where I am, because
Oh no.
yeah, but there's
Ozone hole.
yeah, basically the ozone hole is basically directly above our country. So
Shit.
there's lots of UV A and B rays from the sun. So you
Oh,
get
no.
sunburnt really quick here. It's actually quite dangerous, and a lot of people who aren't familiar with that problem get really badly sunburnt when they first arrive, because whereas in places like Hawaii, if you stay out in the sun, you can stay out in the sun in Hawaii for a much longer time before you get burnt, even though it's just as sunny and like tropical sort of thing. Yeah, it's on a particularly sunny day in the middle of summer, it can be as little as like 5 minutes or 5 to 10 minutes in the sun, in direct sun, could be all it needs to burn you. But usually just very lightly. If you're out in the sun for like half an hour, like I've had it a few times where I've been out in the sun, even in like winter, if it's a bit sunny, and you're outside for like half an hour to an hour without any like sunscreen or whatever, you can get burnt.
Yeah, bro.
I get around it. I get around it with my long hair. Like, the only part of me that gets burnt is my parting, which is still really problematic. Burning your parting sucks. Yeah,
The
totally.
reason
Okay,
why I
let me Google what it is quickly.
A parting. Just like where my hair parts, like there's a line on my scalp. I burn my scalp more than any other part of my body.
Okay.
But
One question from me. Chapter 3 when?
Wait, chapter 3 when? Chapter 3 of what?
Of something.
Ah, yes, no, yes. Okay, yep, yep, I see. I knew I was missing something. Soon? Yeah, basically. Hey, CS Gaming. Basically, yeah, so like at the moment, at the last like week or so, I've been meaning to, since I got better, since I got, my voice was actually okay, I've been meaning to, I just haven't got around to it. And things have been really busy.
Yeah,
but-
of course you wanted to re-record the videos and get the channel back. That's understandable.
Yeah. So, yeah, soon, very soon. Hopefully, early to mid next week, hopefully. And I'll try and like do the remaining recording. Yeah. Turtle, were you gonna ask something? I know you were asking something before.
I think you will like chapter 3 a lot.
Oh, okay.
Especially one test chamber that it did. It isn't very long. It is just five maps because I want to shift some of the A2 maps to the A3 because we're doing some redesigning in the mod. Like we're now having a whole chapter that is just blue portals.
Oh right. Oh cool.
You only have the blue portal, and you are in overgrown with maybe turrets and some overgrown theme testing elements. So not really tractor beams and shells, more like light bridges and lasers.
Yeah. Right. That's awesome. Because that's the thing, is that you do get the dual portal device in Portal 2 very early, and most mods just prefer to just give you the dual portal device straight away. So yeah, it's that'd be cool to have some puzzles, have a section of puzzle elements that are just one portal. That's cool.
Yeah, because you can create some really interesting test chambers with that.
Yeah. Well, I remember when I played Auxiliary, Damien's
yes,
map pack.
me. They're talking about me.
There was a lot of
Sorry.
single portal puzzles, and that was really interesting. It's really interesting.
I actually
Except I
asked
made
you
them a
to
little
make
bit
a
too
chamber.
complicated.
Right. Yeah.
I actually asked you to make a chamber.
Yeah, I will. I just B2 has been really weird for me recently. I have no idea why.
Okay, yeah. All I know is that when I installed B2 and just tried to use it, I think I just was testing something out. I just tried to use it for a brief moment. It seemed like maybe I installed it incorrectly because it was basically broken. I couldn't get it to work. And it functioned the way I wanted it to, where I could play maps with those elements in them, but I couldn't for the life of me figure out how to actually make it work on my computer. Whatever the case. I
Do you
didn't
mean you
worry
can,
too much.
you can start like the executable?
Yeah, I could run it, but then I think it was like the internal part of it was broken because whenever I would try and compile a map that I'd set up, it would just, at first it was just compiling the previous map that I'd made, which was just a little test map that I made ages ago, and then when I don't remember what I did. I think I deleted that one, and then I tried starting again, and then it just wouldn't compile. It just had build errors. So.
Huh. It works fine.
Anyways,
It works for me, which I'm really surprised. But I actually deleted it because my hammer is just spammed with B2 stuff that I can't have in my.
Right.
mod.
Yeah.
And it's very annoying.
Just a quick warning. I am compiling a map right now, and if I'm lagging, well,
Yeah,
Oh,
your
okay.
bit rate is
Problem
quite low.
with hammer.
Your bit rate is quite low, I think.
Yeah, Maddie getting me a copyright strike if you're looking at the non-mic voice. I had to re-upload that video to get around that. Turns out putting full video of Mr. Robot onto a reaction video is not a good idea.
Okay, let me post something in there.
Yeah.
Want to post a very broken map.
I mean, the non-mic voice chat is just for anything that anyone wants to put up there while we're in the voice chat sections. I always
That
mean
makes
to
sense.
I always mean to switch over to the non-mic voice chat when like doing other videos where we're chatting, but I always forget. So today is the day I'm actually using it.
I don't know why I made this screenshot. Like,
Okay.
I have 500 screenshots in my Portal Revolution directory, and most of them are just like stupid stuff like this.
Yeah. Nice.
Maybe your minion problem is getting
Stop!
in your way.
Stop! No.
And on his profile picture right now.
Yeah. I saw that
Stop
earlier.
looking.
Nice.
Never Google minion yaoi. Never.
Yeah.
Portal Revolution meme chat is just filled with weird, worse than this minion stuff.
Yeah.
Yes. Posted by me.
By him.
Yeah.
And I assume he saved this onto his computer.
Yeah. Okay, do you want to see my laptop hard drive? I hidden the folder called memes.
Nice.
And it is about like 17 gigabytes or something.
Oh my god,
Oh,
Maddie,
God.
you did not.
And I have a plugin for Google, not for Google, for Firefox to download 100
damn it,
pictures
Maddie, I
from
hate
Google
you.
Images
Yeah.
with just one click.
Yeah.
Rory,
Go back.
Rory.
Yeah.
You will get excited for this game, I think. Look at this.
Oh yeah. Oh, I see. Ooh, that is exciting.
I really dislike to speak in English in a video game. I don't really want to do that, but
Okay. Yeah.
on the other side, I also want to do that, but my accent gets in the way.
Ah, right. Yeah. I mean, there have been other developers who have made like developer commentary things that were where they had a bit of an accent, like what was it? It was a Tag. Yeah, Tag.
Prelude.
Oh yeah, Prelude as
Prelude.
well. That's right. Yeah, I mean Prelude was entirely in French.
Yeah, there was a different language.
So like I had to have the subtitle version on so I could actually understand what was being said. Send professional help. Nice.
And Rory,
Yeah?
the thing with the test chamber signs, I completely just don't, just haven't done anything with the test chamber signs because
Ah, yeah.
you know the names of the tests change a lot.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
A lot in my mod, so
Yeah.
I want to do them right at the end. But
Yeah,
yeah, you can
that-
see.
That's
of them
totally
working.
fair enough. Yeah.
This is wrong. This is the right picture. Yeah, I had a problem with that. It shows dirt on it, even though I have set it to dirt 0. But
Yeah, that's-
apparently
I had that same problem.
dirt 0 doesn't mean no dirt at all. It just means put dirt on it.
Oh, it'll be the default dirt. It'll be like the dirt number 1. Yeah, because usually when you're listing stuff on, well, in a lot of contexts, when you're listing stuff, you start with 0. So like 0 is your first entry, and so yeah, dirt 0 will be the initial default dirt submission. Sorry, I got so distracted by this video. Kermit. Let's look. Let's have a watch.
Oh no, turtle!
Alright.
Just from the thumbnail, I know it's in the room. And you posted a picture
Okay.
of you T-posing and hanging with him at the same time.
God damn it. God damn it, Turtle. Did you make this? It sounds like you made this.
He made it. He
Yeah.
made it. I know, from the I know that he has a fan in his room because he hangs himself on this.
God damn it. Yeah. See, we used to have a ceiling fan in one of our rooms, but we removed it because our family, like my parents were like, "Oh, don't like it there." Removed it, and now we never had one again. Rip Kermit, CS Gaming says, yeah. God dang it.
Okay, this is the first screenshot that I made.
Oh yeah. Okay. I mean, it's kind of cool because you can see from inside the test chamber all the way through to, like the far end of the behind the scenes section. I remember playing that map. That's one of the maps from the early
Yeah,
beta.
lots of people. I don't know why, but lots of people still think that I still use the maps from the alpha.
Oh right,
None of it is being used. I started from as a completely over.
yeah.
It's completely new. And you know that.
Yeah. Oh god, turtle.
Yeah, that
Yeah,
picture.
Oh my god.
Oh, turtle. Do you want to hear something? Mm-hmm.
What is this?
That's the cubes that turtle despises.
Oh,
Oh god.
I can
Speaking
bring
of
my
portal projects, I got this.
I can bring my 5x5, okay?
we have a
Oh.
regular 3x3.
Nice.
Yeah, that I actually bought an original Rubik's Cube 3x3
Oh,
today,
and
just to
look at
complete
this.
my collection.
Look at this. Loreline the Hunchback.
What
look
the
at
fuck? This is a neck broke or what is that? Oh.
It's like, she's like,
Don't ask me how that was done. It's just the fact that Camben had to port the Portal 2 model to Portal 1, and this happened basically.
right,
Because
yeah.
like we had to mount the Portal 2 animations, and they veered
Yeah,
them. So that's
I'm
the Hunchback.
actually. I think I will get a custom model for the protagonist you play, because a I don't know, someone makes concept art for the character, and I think I will hire some modeler to just model it from the concept art, because it's really awesome concept art.
Right,
And
okay, cool.
then we have
Yeah, I
a
might want to
custom
do the
and-
same thing.
So we don't copy Portal Unity. It was just a test, okay? Initially,
Yeah.
I had a green jumpsuit, okay?
Okay.
Also
That's
just
funny.
to test it, but
Yeah.
it's green. now.
It's funny though, because we just did a pretty simple job and just made, altered the color of the jumpsuit. But it was only afterwards that we found out that other mods had done the exact same thing. I wasn't aware that was a thing that's quite common for a lot of people. One of the first things a lot of mod people do is like, oh, let's change the jumpsuit to blue instead of orange. It's really.
Tell the cops
What
where I
is
hid
that?
the body.
What is it? What?
Don't tell the cops where I hid the bodies.
God.
Where even is this and what's happening? It's like a fountain, public fountain, but it's all like they filled the fountain with red dye.
Only source mappers understand this funny.
Yeah, I remember when you made that. You made that in a stream, didn't you? Because that looks
Yeah,
exactly
but,
like that stream
but,
I watched.
But it wasn't. This isn't even my map. It's Fruit Loops.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
Oh yeah, the live streamer that did for you, explaining that your maps
Yeah.
are
Yeah.
bad.
Dear.
Yeah, sorry, I'm really not bothered with fixing up everything that is in there.
Yeah. Don't worry.
If
I've
you
changed.
compare your map to my maps, there's a real difference, because my maps are so fucking small.
Well,
But
there's
they
that.
look
There's that too. Yeah.
Huge.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing, is that it's only that map that I sent you. That's the only one out of all of the maps that I'd already made for the reboot. It's the only one that's like actually large. Like most of them are small. So most of the rest of them are fine without any extra work. It's just that ending, the escape map stuff. Which, by the way, if people aren't aware, I planned not to continue to make the escape maps. I'm gonna try and cut it off at the end of the tests instead, just for the reboot part of the mod. There's still like story-wise, there's still like the escape stuff, but I'm just not going to include it in the reboot. At least not for
I
now.
think-
To be continued.
I still think that you should tweak like the looks of the test, because most of them are just plain walls and boring, pretty boring lightning. I don't know.
Yeah, well, see, what happened is like the majority of the work had been done a while back. I was retaining the visual style of the game, which is just very, very clean style, and the difference, one of the major differences with the reboot was that all of the lighting was realistic, so to speak. So all of the lighting comes from like a source. It's none of it's floating like it was in the original. Because that's the thing, that when we made the original, we just didn't think about that kind of thing, so we just had lights floating in space, and so there was just like literal, we just dotted light sources all around the maps.
Oh, you mean
Yeah.
Very
the
fake light.
the fake light.
Yeah,
the fake
yeah.
light. They were very noticeable fake light.
Yeah. Well, that's no longer a
That
thing.
really bothers me.
So
That really bothers me a lot when I'm playing the game.
yeah. Oh man. These details.
I don't know what he's done. But yeah, also his
You know what really irritates me? It's like really sad. Like a lot of people will probably give me shit for this though.
Hmm. What's
Like
that?
I wanted Loreline to just be a puzzle mod, like Rick Sora, and not have too much story to it.
Right, yeah.
But then like a lot of people like the fact that I was adding these characters, like Loreline is a scientist, and you know Echo is like this big huge machine that has multiple people in it technically.
Right,
Sort of like
yeah.
that idea.
Okay, yeah,
And I
yeah.
was like, you know what, why not? But still, it irritates me that like I'm kind
I
of
don't think
trying
the
to complain
puzzles
at the
would
moment,
fit.
and
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't really like the fact that people want too much story out of this because I cannot do story unless, you know, other people do it for me and, you know,
Right,
don't
yeah.
overcomplicate it.
I don't think that story would fit in your game.
I mean, again, it's not going to be canon at all, so that's also a thing.
Yeah. What I would say is that if you don't want to have too much story in your mod, then like don't feel the need to add too much, because like to be fair, if it's a really good set of maps, you know, if it's a really good puzzles, then that's all that should really matter. What you're wanting to find in a mod is like good maps, good puzzles, good level design stuff. So yeah, don't worry about
Yeah,
it.
that's
I
what
would
I'm
say.
trying to do. I'm trying to do like the visuals and stuff.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is
Hence
it's,
why I'm the mapper.
yeah. Taiwan, number 15. For
You know what's really funny? The other day I told my friends about the fact that Tyler, well, you know who he is.
yeah.
I'm assuming you know what I'm talking about. When I told him about the fact that he did that video.
Yeah.
I'm so annoyed. I sent him so many emails and
I want to video that he talked about my mod.
Yeah.
like I'm
Nice.
not annoyed that he talks about your mod. That's awesome. But why doesn't he add mine? When
No.
I've asked him in a live stream multiple emails, he always says yes. If he doesn't want to report on my mod, then it just says no.
Yeah.
I just realized I have been like here for 13 minutes and I haven't said anything. So
Hello. I saw
Golem.
when you joined. I remember seeing you join in.
I just have no idea what to say. So yay, I keep being. Yes.
It's all good. It's all good.
Anyways, I'm gonna be playing Rick Sora and getting some more, I guess, inspiration, and maybe I'm gonna play some Portal Stories later. Although I'm stuck there.
Oh, okay.
This floor texture is so sexy.
Oh, right. That's what I was like, what are you posting this?
I did something really dumb. I started playing Portal Stories Mel Advanced Mode, and then like right
Right.
now I'm stuck. I'm stuck in a puzzle.
Well, you see, when I
And I
first
hate
played Portal Stories Mel, there was only one. There wasn't like a mode setting, so there
It was
only
just advanced.
Yeah, it was just advanced, and somehow I made it through that game. I don't remember having to look up anything, but somehow.
And I'm bitter.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah,
But,
same. But I just no clip because I'm not bothered with test chambers.
Right.
In the underground, I just played the test, but later in the overgrown, I just no clip through this because the tests are designed really badly. They are not hard. They are hard, okay, but they are only hard because they are so badly designed. You can't see the exit. You don't know how to get there, and a lot of stuff is just hidden from you, or just not in plain sight if you don't manage to get over to another space or something.
Right, yeah. Yeah, I can see that. I think when I replayed it for the channel, the only parts that I got really stuck on were there were two maps. One of them was this like funnel puzzle where you had to I can't remember exactly what the deal was. It was something to do with the fact that you had to use a funnel to get to the opposite side of the map and then place a portal. What did you have to do there?
And go back.
And then go
overworld.
back along the same funnel that you were already in.
Yeah.
And travel back to a different area. I can't remember exactly what the context of that was, but I remember I was stuck in that for so long. I ended up just looking up how to do it because I got so mad. And there was one other one that was it was a gel plus funnel puzzle where you had to what the hell did you have to do? I think you just had to get momentum on one side of a chamber, and it was like two sides of a chamber, and it was separated by a fizzler that could be turned off with a button, I think, and then there was a funnel on one side, and I think you had to somehow use momentum gained from one side of the puzzle to get momentum on the other to get to a funnel in the middle of the room. But I didn't realize that I needed to use the funnel in the middle of that room there. And I can't remember exactly what the context was, but I just remember being stuck on that for freaking ages. And getting so mad about it, because, when you're recording, you don't want the recording to be too long, too filled of just void, nothing you can use, and I think that episode ended up being like nearly an hour long, just because I was stuck on this freaking map. Dear.
Did you know there's only
my Go ahead.
two aerial faceplates in the whole Portal Stories Mel campaign?
How many are there?
I think you said 2. Well, how many are there? I have,
Okay.
I have 2, but 1 will be cut, so 1.
Okay.
I don't like aerial faceplates. I think they are a very cheap way to gain momentum. I really prefer flinging as a method to gain speed.
Yeah, that's the thing, is that there's a lot of... That's something that there's the deal with Portal 2, is that a lot of the elements they introduced, I think the only one in my mind that's... I mean, even the gel is kind of... I think the only gel that's probably really adds a lot of value is the portable surface gel. Everything else, a lot of the other mechanics, they don't add a hell of a lot to the actual base mechanic, which is portals. They usually just... I mean, there are aspects of like the bridges that are really good. I like, mainly for just getting cross places, and the fact that they allowed a lot of the things to travel through portals really helps. But it still doesn't fully add to the original mechanic of portal use. I don't know. That's just how I thought. At least that's how I originally thought when I sort of, after about 2 months of the game being out, I suddenly thought about it. It's like, wait a minute.
Yeah, they are basically just complementary testing elements, which is fine, I think.
Yeah, it's fine, but
you should have one main major puzzle element in a puzzle game that is like easy controllable and in the hands of the player's controls. In this case, the left and right mouse button.
Yeah.
And then some complementary elements that use this major element to create a bigger like test inside a puzzle game.
Yeah.
And gels are also maybe a major element. They are one thing, gels, but they have different attributes to them wherever you spray them. And
Yeah.
they're the same every time. But since you are so limited by and you have to use the other major element to use this major element, they aren't really in the controls of the player. They aren't 100% in the player's controls, so they are not really like a major test element.
Yeah. See, this is why when we first one of the first mods that we wanted to do for Portal 2, when we saw the possibilities, immediately we went the same direction as the tag developers, and we made like our own version of a tag mod.
Yeah. You talked
it was
about that.
it was crappy. But what's interesting is that the actual execution of the adding the gel gun was almost identical to the way they did it in Aperture Tag, except for the fact that they changed something right towards the end, which made it way better than it. It's like leagues better. But I saw that at least at first, I feel like I saw they had a similar problem that we had, which is using like the tank into is it a funk? I can't remember
Funk tank.
Yeah, using a funk tank, which is what we had done as well. They had the same issue where because it's bound to the player, it doesn't follow the player's rotation 100%, and so at least at first when Aperture Tag first came out, if you try and like just rotate like let's say 2 or 3 degrees to the right, the gel doesn't follow 100% with where your gun is. So it usually lags behind. It's usually like a few degrees off from where you're actually aiming, which is hugely problematic if you're trying to get like precise gel placement. If what was weird is that it wouldn't follow your exact rotation unless you also moved your character somewhere. So if you're moving as you were shooting, it was perfectly accurate. It would stick exactly to where you were aiming. But if you were standing still and you would rotate your character, it wouldn't follow your rotation properly. Really problematic.
Yeah, I also used the funk train to the funk tank to make the cores follow you.
Ah,
Of
yeah,
course.
yeah.
That's the main thing we use. And Anna from Portal Smell actually did the portal gun, the paint gun, which I think is very interesting.
That's right. Yeah. That's the thing, is that it's really interesting to see developers working on each other's mods. Like it's interesting to see the same developer working on this mod and this mod and this mod sort of thing. Because I wasn't when we were making our mod. Admittedly, we were just teenagers at school, and we just wanted to make some stuff. We didn't really work much with anyone else other than ourselves. So I wasn't aware how much people like other mod developers and stuff helped each other out. I wasn't aware of that until I wasn't even fully aware of it until I saw a whole bunch of people of you guys working with each other, to, like suddenly jumping onto Damien's mod and suddenly helping him out and creating a new development team of other developers working together. It's cool. See, that's the thing, is that we never saw that because we were just in sort of figurative basements working on Portal Unity and
I'm also in school, teenager.
yeah.
But, I don't have friends who like doing some Portal mods.
Right. Yeah. See, that's the thing, is that we just had when we were making Unity, we were making it as our school was slightly different from your average school. We had a thing called Impact Projects. I might have mentioned this in a previous stream or elsewhere. But Impact Projects was a thing you could. I did mention it. Yeah, thought so. It was basically every Wednesday at school for the whole day for the full Wednesday, we could work on a project of our own choice, of our own design, and so some groups did there was like a anime drawing group that tried to make comics, anime I guess manga manga comics, and there were some groups that did they went on special sciencey things, or worked on some mechanical project. I think robotics was done in Impact Project time. But we did Portal Unity Portal mapping, sorry, and then which turned into Portal Unity. So that's where we did it. We did it all at school, literally at school.
At school.
except that I also worked on it outside of school all the time. I was at that time when we were making it, I was just constantly working on maps, just constantly.
And I just found green light. That's all. That's everything.
Right, I see.
I found green light and then people came.
Yeah.
And also gone, yeah. Green light is awesome.
Yeah.
Without it, I wouldn't be where I am now.
Right.
With
You see-
a half-finished game.
Yeah. That's the thing, is that like by the time I actually sort of paid any real attention to Greenlight, they were shutting it down. So Greenlight doesn't exist anymore.
I'm lucky that I got greenlit before they shut it down. But even then, all the open submissions would still be looked through before they close it.
Yeah.
That's what I said. So a lot of shitty games again came to Steam. Wait, I mean, why is go on Steam, okay? And,
Arcade Tail.
Kill the emoji. That is a game on Steam. That is sold
Yeah. Yeah.
for €3.
Yeah.
Why?
It's just
Arcade Tail.
Arcade Tail. I own Arcade Tail now, by the way, Turtle.
Get up and play level 1 for like 2 minutes. I dare you.
Do I want to do that? Do I really want to do
full
that?
screen?
Damien's mad that he can't talk. Wait, alright, 1 second.
Okay, 1 second is over. Oh, funny.
I will bring up Steam. I didn't even open Steam. By the way, this is the closest I've ever sort of... There's a reason I was like 3 minutes late, and that's because it was the closest I'd ever been to cutting it short before a stream. Like, I literally had turned my computer on 5 minutes before the stream went up. I'm bad. Terrible.
Updating Steam.
Steam is going to take its sweet time to turn on.
Maybe this game will make Rory do the scream.
Do the... Ah! Oh, wait, what is it?
Can I do a rant about Portal Smiles game design?
Yeah, if you want.
Okay. Okay, yeah, the levels look awesome. That's definitely a thing, okay?
Yeah.
The detailing is really amazing and also laggy. Yeah, that's good to describe it. Yeah, what I'm doing with Revolution is that when you when you're lowering the graphic settings, then some detail is just not being drawn.
Right, yeah.
It's a thing that also that I think Half-Life 2 uses a lot.
Right,
with,
yeah.
physics, with those little cans everywhere.
Right, yes, yeah.
I believe that some of them aren't doing that. And Portal Smell just puts you right into a complicated test. But the first one isn't that complicated, but they quickly get complicated and use some minor elements that you are never told. Like, you are never told that cube switching is a mechanic that they use in their puzzles.
Right,
and,
yeah.
And even switching a cube across two buttons, that's a mechanic again. You have to explain it, but they never explain it. And if you use a test element that is so obscure because it doesn't really like show like the light bridges, they can be used in a bigger context for the first time because you just turn it on and you understand what it does. But cube switching is so obscure, and you have to think about when to switch cubes. And if you aren't told that this is a thing, you will never like think about doing that.
Yeah.
And if you use it in a bigger context, then people will get stuck, frustrated, quit the game, write bad reviews, and be people like me.
Well, you see, this is why they had to release a simple mode update, because
and that shouldn't be a thing. Like every player should be able to play your game, and if they had to do an update just to make it playable for normal players, like even for me, I'm a Portal fan, but I just hate like doing complicated tests that aren't straightforward and don't have a clear solution to them, then I would just quit or no clip, and that's not really the thing you want with your with the game.
Yes.
And in Revolution, like I know that all people that play my mod will be people that played Portal and Portal 2, but I still want to do like the introducing of the whole stuff. I think about it as a like reminder or a recap, because lots of players are players that didn't play Portal for a long time, but they love the series, but they just don't play 24/7 like we do. And they need a quick reminder that tractor beams can change the polarity or something like that.
Yeah.
Like I even introduced the light bridges and the portals.
Yeah.
I introduced everything.
yeah. That's the thing, is that that's a lot of people are saying when we made our mod that we should have just gone straight into tests and stuff, because people will have already played the Portal stuff. But I don't know, I felt like, just in case, I mean, we didn't do a good job of it, but just in case people forget elements and forget things, I always like to do that sort of introduction, do that reminder of all the mechanics and all the pieces that you can use in a testing environment. I don't know. I'm glad that you're saying that you're introducing everything and you're showing everyone what they can do. That's good.
I also want to have my mod be newcomers proof, so you can still beat the game even if you are a newcomer.
Yeah.
And the fact that the mod uses like the first 3 maps of Portal 2 and the game design of those maps is pretty good.
Yeah.
That makes it easier to understand the Portal mechanics and that stuff, and also to like. So if you have played Portal 1 and 2, and you at the second map you realize that you are in the Portal 2 maps, but just in a clean style. So that tells you roughly what time it is. It is pre-Portal 2. You don't know if it is past Portal 1, but Pete will tell you that in a second. So, sorry, I got a message.
Oh, all good.
And I got a friend to play the mod, and he was very confused, of course. But what I noticed is that is how portals work in the very first moment he stepped through the portal. That's it's just I remember me having that.
Right.
I just went through it and back like 10 times because I didn't like I had to realize, but I was also like 7 years old or something. I don't know.
Right. Yeah.
Very young boy. Who was afraid of toads.
Yeah. Right, so you almost react to my message, then you decide against it. What? I might have missed that. I need to trade shit for. Okay. Hello, Gobs and Blue Crystal Rose. How are you doing? I see you've joined the chat. Now, just really quickly, I know it was going to be just chat, but as Turtle and Maddie didn't know what was going to happen. Turtle asked if I could just play the very first map of Arcade Tale for a brief, like 2 minutes or something, and so I'll give it a try. It's just gonna be open on the screen on top of everything.
So I want to say something, not about Arcade Tale, so it's something that happened today. So I ordered a official Freddy Freaker shirt.
You ordered official Freddy Freaker shirt, did you say?
Yes.
Oh my god. Freddy Freaker.
So today I got the shipping email and it said and it's only one I got. It said may come in multiple packages.
Okay. Multiple packages.
Hey, sure.
That's concerning.
Is that an IKEA shirt that you have to like
assemble yourself? Yeah.
I don't know what is it called? Google.
Okay, this is already proving to be very annoying.
I don't think that is a correct translation of it. No, that
I'm already bad at Geometry Dash.
Arcade Tale's fun, isn't it?
I'm already bad at Geometry Dash. This is gonna be freaking impossible.
Oh, you wanna play on my level? Oh, you have to play on my level. It's I made a short level called Movement and just everything. Like it's just a prank level.
Right, yeah.
But you will be able to beat it.
Okay, yeah.
Levels to level 4 and then When I try to play level 5 and onwards, I hit the play button and nothing happens.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Level 2 is a lot easier than level 1.
Okay.
Yeah, it is. It is. And I know. I don't know why.
But
I think it is because level 1 is so boring, and you don't put a lot of attention in it.
There's no music. Oh my god.
Get off.
I am not.
This is.
You just turned it off.
Oh, it's because I turned it off. That's why.
Are you playing Geometry Dash?
Okay, I made it that time. Oh, I made it. Oh my god, I made it over that. Ah, no. It's all the like timing is all messed up in this. Like
Try playing it with the music.
Well, no, usually music makes it worse. Oh my god.
It makes it worse with Geometry Dash. Put it on for a couple of times.
Yeah, I just put it on. Ugh, that's awful. In Geometry Dash, I found that actually I did better when the music was off as well.
What game are you playing?
This is Arcade Tale.
It's just a Geometry Dash clone.
Yeah,
And Geometry Dash is a kind of an impossible game, but you know.
Yeah. Yeah, this is a clone of Geometry Dash, but it's like a poor clone of Geometry Dash. Alright, I finished the first level. Yay, 38 attempts. I'm not going to play it anymore.
Can you play my level?
In Geometry Dash?
Yeah, Geometry Dash. I have to upload it first, because it was deleted for some reason.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Geometry
It's
Dash.
really easy.
The previous video did not get enough likes for me to warrant.
Oh, okay. Then I come here with my bot account.
Better go get my alternate accounts and like the video.
That's the thing, is like the first video I put a like counter on it. I was like, oh no, it was the second video I think. I was like, all right, I'm gonna do this. If you guys want me to play this so bad, I'm gonna make you earn it. And then it got like over the like counter quite, by a few likes, and I was like, oh freaking hell. Now I have to play more episodes. But then the next time I did that, it didn't get over the like counter, so I was like, yes, good excuse.
Yeah, because I only voted with one account.
But it had enough views, but it didn't have enough likes.
I think I could like it with 4 accounts. With
Nice.
everyone, then with Creeper Slayer 04, which is my trolling Minecraft account. And then with Spy Software, and then with my personal email. That would work.
Yeah.
Rory, I can't upload the level, so you.
That's okay. It's okay. It's perfectly okay. Maybe I'll do another episode of it at another time, at a later date. And if you guys have levels you want me to play, I can arrange to play them. There we go. Cool. Yeah. So what were you talking about, Damien? This is why I hate trading in Warframe. 10-20 messages per second in trade chats. Ah, okay, yep. It's like popular streaming chats then, where it's just like it just flies past. No way to read any message because it's just so fast. I haven't worked on this game for a while. Literally a game about destroying tiles, but still I'm learning Lav. Oh, leave me alone. Lav me alone. Cool. When you forget to compile viz, yeah. Dear.
Yeah,
I know
when you don't compile with it does just a direct lighting and it doesn't bounce light. And this is what it looks like.
It's super low quality lighting. Okay, what is this? Gorgamesh. ILE. I don't know what that is. Who that is. Do I watch it live, or is it... I've never made a map large enough for me not to compile on full settings, even on my little laptop. Right. That's the thing. When we were making the city map in Portal Unity, we did turn down, at least initially, we turned down all settings for. I saw that.
No.
I saw that.
No. What did you see?
I saw an image of a certain
What?
yellow
No.
creature,
No.
and it seemed to appear pregnant.
This is so cringe.
Yes, I got platinum. I can get the. Oh right, nice. Yeah, just playing Warframe while watching the stream, while contributing to the stream. Yeah. Warframe's a good streaming game. Okay. I've never played Warframe, so I have no idea really anything about it. People can help you grind. Ah, I see. Yeah, I thought
Rory,
yeah.
have you opened the Steam VR SDK yet?
I have not had a look at it. No.
Yeah, because it is Source 2.
Oh right. Oh okay. Right. That's right. I think someone was telling me that. It's one of the few things that you can get that's Source 2.
Yeah, I think that was me.
Yeah. Okay. Probably was you.
A
Yeah.
long time ago in a stream.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like in the first stream, I think.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it could have been. I mean, it technically it probably won't be the very first stream because the very first stream I ever did was 10 minutes long and it was a test, and
Oh.
and
Yeah,
some people
that's
actually turned up for it. I streamed at like 12 p.m. like midnight.
And I missed your
12 a.m. I guess.
your test stream for like by like 1 minute.
Yeah, that's the thing. People were saying they had just gone to get breakfast or they'd just gone to do something, and then they suddenly saw that they got a notification when they got back to their computer, and it was already over. You installed Visual Studio 2013 for Source Engine. Now everything's using 2013 instead of 2017. Oh, I hate that. I hate that kind of thing. Maddie remembers missing that stream. Yeah. Oh, dear.
Yeah, I don't know why, but for some reason when doing Source Engine 2013 stuff, we can only use Visual Studio 2013, which doesn't make any sense for me.
That's so
I
weird.
don't get why.
Well, maybe Valve hasn't used a newer version of Visual Studio since then or something, so they just use
but
the old one.
It doesn't make any sense for me. I don't know. Whereas,
Yeah.
whereas Microsoft just messing with us.
Hmm. Yeah, I think most of Visual Studio that I've used was, I think when I originally was using it, it was like 2012, 2013 Visual Studio, and then but of course recently the latest one that I used for I think it was when I was making one of my Unity games, one of the Unity engine games. I was using 2015 Visual Studio. That's the only one that I've. I don't know if I've even got 2017. I think I have 2016. Actually, I haven't installed it on this one yet, have I? Oh, I have. 2017. Okay, all good. Never mind that.
Yeah, I don't code C++ or C. I code Java
Right.
and
Yeah.
JavaScript.
See, I learned Java. That was the first language I learned. But C# is so much like Java. If you use C#,
I know.
then it's basically the same syntax, like all the same logical syntax.
Yeah, I've heard about it.
Yeah. C# is my favorite language to use. I know just enough C++ to get by. I wouldn't say that I was really very good at coding in C++. Yeah, in my opinion, I agree with Maddie. C# is the best language. Yeah, it has all of the flexibility and ease of use. Sorry, it has all of the like ease of writing, I guess, as Java, and it has the flexibility of C++. So yeah. Oh God, what is
I
this?
found T1.
This is why I hate y'all, god damn it. I'm sort of back, not really.
Okay, all good.
I mean, while I have the chance, might as well talk.
Yeah, all good, all good.
Might as well infect you with Warframe.
Yeah. Oh
But I'm not
God.
even kidding, it's a really good streaming game. Like, no kidding.
Oh, okay, yeah. as I said, like I have never played Warframe, so I have no idea.
Well, one of the reasons why it also could be a bad game for streaming, maybe, I don't know, because or I just
Well,
in general it's not the most ideal game because it has like 20 plus gigabytes of content.
Yes.
But then again, it's like it's a very grindy game, and it may seem boring to a lot of people, but then usually is the satisfaction you get from doing things differently, because you have like I said earlier, I think about like 35 plus different characters.
Right,
Like,
yeah.
they all have different looks, different abilities, and all that, and you can color them however you want to color them.
Right, yeah, yeah.
Have different weapons ranging from like bows to snipers to fully automatic guns to throwing knives, glaives, machetes, fucking rapiers, and the list goes on.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
So
a
it's just-
very cool game.
Yeah, so it's just there's just a
And it also
lot
has good
to it.
story.
Yeah.
And yeah, it has a lot to it, like modding, using different things to upgrade slots and stuff.
Mm.
It's a lot.
Yeah.
And what may be what makes up the grind is the fact that you have to trade for premium currency if you want to go like full free to play.
Right, yeah.
But I did not. I'm a I suck.
Yeah.
I buy things in this game because I like it so much,
Mm.
and people give me shit for it because I buy all like the premium, like, ooh, you don't have to pay this, but you can pay this your money for like this overrated cosmetic item that is worth like $50.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm not kidding. And I still buy it because I like. Well, it's not the fact that I have to pay $50 for a cosmetic item. It's just that it also comes with boosters.
Right.
And they're
Okay,
like
yeah.
3-month boosters. Like
Mm.
3-month boosters. They last a while and they're useful.
Right, yeah, yeah. Damn. $50
But
though.
yeah. And if I ever get platinum, and if you ever play Warframe, I can hook you up with some shit like new Warframes and weapons and whatnot,
Right, yeah.
because you can trade in this game.
Yeah, yeah. Okay. I have
Oh, and
to-
of course you can gift and stuff.
Right, of course, yeah, yeah. Yeah, no, it's... See, I think I remember when Warframe came out, I remember seeing it on Steam, but I just never got around to, like, taking a closer look at it or whatever. Oh, God. Why?
Okay. Now we're getting NSFW.
Yeah,
At first,
let's,
it wasn't like the best game.
let's
But
just
now
delete
they like
that.
fully fleshed it out, and it's amazing.
Yeah. Oh, right, yeah, yeah.
I remember seeing that one video about the fact that Warframe does things, and digital extremes for the developers behind Warframe.
Mm.
They're doing shit about bugs and all that, and then then you have on the other hand a lot of people compare them to Bungie.
Right, okay, yeah, yeah. Well,
But it's so true though.
yeah. Oh, dear. Yeah, there's some strange stuff happening on the non-mic voice channel.
Thank God I'm not looking. I'm gonna take a peek. Oh God. Okay, no, I'm immediately going back to Warframe.
Yeah. Yeah. What is with, like, I still don't get the turtle, that freaking Toy Box channel. I still don't get. Why is there a million videos that are all the same thing, and why are they so varied in their like what if they're for kids? Like, what kid knows who Dr. Kleiner is? And
No, what happens is, the reason I saw that video was like on SMC or something,
right.
and trolling on the comments said you should do Dr. Kleiner, and they actually did it.
Oh, I see. Yeah, yeah. Oh my God.
Ridiculous.
Unhovered isn't a word, is it? No, I don't believe so. Yeah, the freaking what the. Yeah, so like I guess people were saying do head crabs, and so they didn't know what a head crab was. They just used heads, crabs on people's heads. God damn it! Damn it! They're so disturbing. God damn it! I just noticed tier ones. 420. Oh, I forgot. I was gonna do something. Actually, yeah, Damn it! I missed my opportunity. I don't know if, depending on whether the stream's gonna get added, so it's not gonna work anymore. I was gonna do a stupid video, but like that video I made a while ago of the like 69 subscribers. I nearly did the same thing, but for like the channel just reached 420 videos. So I was gonna do that again. I was gonna do a stupid joke on that again, but I completely forgot. And now that the stream's up,
400 videos.
420 videos, yeah.
You have 400 videos.
I do.
Whoa.
I have a big backlog, so people can watch stuff if they, if people come to the channel. There's lots of stuff they can watch.
Can I point out that on the Polar Revolution server, T1's name is Minion Blaster 69?
Is it? Oh,
God
it
damn
is. Oh shit.
Is it really?
Why? It is.
It is nice.
We are sad today. Okay, now it's change Turtle's name. So.
Hey,
Point
hey.
exit. I think it might be reserved.
I mean, I'm
Rory,
already a voice actress.
Yeah, voice actress. And Rory, Turtle. Your role was Synchronsprecherin for a long time, which is the German word for voice actress.
Actress, I know.
No.
Damn.
Yes, my new name is what it should.
God damn it.
No updates. Oh, shut up,
Oh
Windows.
damn it. Also, hey Diamond, welcome to the madness that has begun.
Yeah, Rory, I don't know if you noticed, but you are in the team chat on Revolution Discord.
Ah.
Because
So-
you never posted anything.
Nice.
Oh my god, why are there pictures of minions again? Oh, they are tutorial music. Okay, that's
I see. Yeah. Yo, I see. I don't have enough time to do I rarely have enough time to check my own Discord, so I very rarely check other people's Discords. I feel bad, but it's true. Yay! I just saw Demon Cat GD joined the Discord. Yay! I think I recall Demon Cat from one of the previous live streams. Oh god. Damn it, Turtle. Initiate role added. Awesome. Yeah, I was gonna say, I looked for it. I looked for Demon Cat GD and it was already set to initiate, so thank you, Maddie. That was very good of you. God damn it. Changing nicknames to just to message each other. Like, you could just write that into the message. You go to the effort to change your nickname. Just so...
no.
dear.
Let me change my nickname to XT.
God damn. Tion is in bed with Minion. It's not very hard. I mean, yeah, but still, it's harder than just literally typing it into the message box.
No. Let me change it to Rorius. So, Rorius? Okay.
God damn it.
Rorius.
And meanwhile, Damien's just like warframing out. God damn it. Yeah. Fancy ass.
I just remember that. Well, what I don't know. I don't know why I think about it, but the one
Oh wait,
video
I forgot I can talk.
I sent you, Rory.
Typing.
Rory,
Oops.
the one video, that Orange Box 10 years later, and he used your mod for like a very short
That's right.
section.
That was hilarious. I'm still convinced that it's like the people who are making it didn't necessarily realize that that was like a different entity of Portal. I don't know. It might just be that he was legitimately looking for a mod video, and he found our mod. But I'm not sure about that. I know reporters most of the time don't actually know much about the stuff they report on, so I'm like super suspicious.
I mean, he went into detail about a lot of like gameplay and game design stuff in the individual games for like 1 hour and 13 minutes. So I think he knows what is.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
I
Yeah. See, I
know
don't really
that
know
you
much about the
studied
guy
this a lot.
either. Yeah. God damn it!
What did I post?
Changing a nickname every time you message. You used to. Oh God. No, no stabbing. You shouldn't want to be stabbed. It's a bad thing.
Rory, have you tried Payday 2 VR?
Tried what? Sorry, what VR?
Payday 2 VR.
Oh, Payday 2 VR. I haven't even played Payday 2, let alone Payday 2 VR.
Payday 2 VR is shit.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, it's very bad.
Okay, yeah. See, did I ever get Payday 1? I remember Payday, the first Payday game. I remember when that came out, and it was quite a big deal. People seem to, like, it seemed to be enjoyed by at least a few people. But I never bothered. I never really went for it. I don't think. You got one for free. Oh, right. See, what was I going to say? Oh, there are some games that have got VR versions that I do want to play. And one of them, God damn it, no more of that. The blood fountains. What was one of the blood fountains? Yeah, there's
God damn it.
someone suggested that I play Super Hot VR, which is I would love to do.
That was me. That was me.
Oh, was it you? Okay. Well, someone
Yeah,
else also. I think someone else also. I think it might have been Zin, suggested it initially. I think. Said Super
Yeah,
Hot
please
VR.
play it. It is literally the best VR game because it uses the fact that you are really in a virtual space and can move around. Just acts perfectly. It's
Right.
amazing.
Yeah.
Unlike Payday 2, where you have to run around everywhere about like 1 kilometer in one direction to either spam the teleport button or have this weird moving thing.
Yeah. Yeah. Movement is
Which is
still
very
really.
bad.
Movement is still really awkward in certain VR games. Like you're either teleporting everywhere or you're like if you actually move with a controller, like it's just immediate motion sickness inducing. Oh my god. This is... Don't mean to offend anyone. Okay, all good.
Yeah.
Jesus can
and you
change
said-
you. Damn it.
You said that you want to play the normal Super Hot first.
Oh yes, yeah.
I don't think you have to do it because the normal Super Hot is.
I know
You can't compare the two. They are completely different games, just having the same element.
Yeah, that's the thing. I've seen people playing the original Super Hot, so I know the premise of the story and everything like that. So I mean, I know that they're separate games and they can be played completely separately. It's just that I always wanted to play Super Hot just because I never got a chance when it initially released. So yeah. You are. Damn it, Turtle. I probably shouldn't say that out loud or else I'll get quoted on that later.
Yeah.
Pro code, am I right? This is very typical code stuff for certain aspects, especially if you're using Unity or whatever. Very typical, very typical. Is this what you found when you searched blood fountain, is it? Ugh. I have to go. Bye. See ya, Chris. Hope you had... I mean, you said like 2 things. But I was going to say, hope you had a good chat with us. What is this? Oh, you're posting your JavaScript, is it? Is it JavaScript? No, what is that?
It's PHP.
Oh, PHP. See, I was like, what is this strange language? I've never done PHP.
Yeah, I've done it for spicesoftware.com.
Yeah.
It's all like dynamic stuff, and you could post stuff. It's you can't post, but it's very dynamic.
Right,
And this is the code that lists all the screenshots and assembles the
Oh, I'm sorry.
the product
Sorry.
page for
Right.
games.
Right, yeah, okay, yeah. Yeah, see, a bunch of people, some people
I
studied...
don't know why the command is die.
What? Die, error, can
The-
upload XML, what?
Yeah, the error message command is die. I don't know why. It's die.
Okay. No, that's the thing, is that some people at university learnt PHP, but for whatever reason, at the university I went to, doing computer science, we didn't learn PHP, so I have no idea of anything about PHP. I just have to look at it and learn it, because like I understand code languages pretty nice. I'm pretty good at switching between languages, so I don't think I'd have any trouble reading it after I learned a little bit about it.
Yeah, it's pretty easy.
Yeah.
The percentages mean variable, and the dot connects strings. I don't know why this dot.
Okay.
Normally it is plus, but it seems
Yeah.
like they have a
Alright.
dot in this language. And the arrows to the right are different XML file tree stuff.
Oh, okay. Alrighty, that's interesting, because none of the programming languages that I use usually utilize like arrows and stuff like that. There are aspects of it in C#, but not stuff that I'm very familiar with. I only learned Java and JavaScript and HTML in comp sci, sadly. Right, okay, yeah, see, that's the thing. We learned Java in first year. We didn't learn JavaScript, interestingly, but I learned enough about JavaScript just sort of in my day-to-day that I know most. Like, if you show me JavaScript, I usually can understand what's happening.
Also ES6.
And HTML we learned a tiny bit of. We didn't really focus much on web stuff, but that might have been just because of the papers that I chose. Int shop, there's a blood and ears. What? Oh, that's right. There are blood and there is blood and ears everywhere. Yeah, here we go. Here's this.
Yeah, this is the file
The
that the code above floats.
Yeah. Cool. Blurb.
Bricks.
What is? Oh, right. I see. Nice. Did you make this just by making blocks? Because this isn't the original image changed. This is
What's the
visually.
original image?
Really? I don't believe that that's the original image, because just because the lines are different, aren't they? The
Just
lines look
because how
different.
the shading was.
Right. I was gonna say, because all of them are like curved off at the edges and stuff like that. I don't believe that's how I did the original image. Well, maybe it is when you stretch it out. Because the original image was done with like direct straight lines and stuff. I learned Java first half of the year, then HTML second half. Oh, okay. Right, only JavaScript, okay. Yeah, see,
Turtle.
What was that, sorry?
Turtle, do you remember the infinite gender bathroom?
Oh yeah, that was
To explain that, we'll need like 1 hour.
Yeah, I'm like, do I want to know what that is? Maybe not.
Here's the code. Have fun.
Okay. Infinite bathrooms. What is this?
Yeah, it basically was like we had like a which is parodied you're not or you offend magenta and all of that stuff. And so
Right. Yeah,
I have
yeah.
drawn an image with bathrooms, and it was like one female and a male.
Yeah.
For woman and for man, a bathroom. And then Turtle was like, I want my gender, and it just doesn't work, I think. It will no, it
okay.
doesn't.
Yeah. Damn.
Because I have changed up my domains. And now I have Taiwan.at. AT is Austria.
Right, okay. Yeah.
Bought a domain.
Okay. Have you put anything on it yet? Or is it just empty?
When you entered in Firefox, you get redirected to specific.com because
Oh,
I
okay.
haven't folded a website yet, but I will do that.
Yeah. Well, that's all good. Having it redirect, that's good. That's a good option.
Yeah, it's just redirect.
Yeah. Game version shown on logo highlight now.
Yeah, so
Oh right, yeah. Cool.
so this infected gender bathroom, yeah, and then I like drew more and more bathrooms onto it, and I had like a 100 by 2000 resolution image full
Oh,
of
yeah.
bathrooms.
Oh my god.
And then I made this website, and it has infinite bathrooms.
Yeah.
You can just click, and have another gender index.
Right. Yeah.
Just one image.
Yeah, this image. This is the image for the door.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Diamond, you gotta go. Okay, that's all good. So it was mainly just popping in. All good. All good. Good to see you here. I'm glad you joined us. See you next time. Next stream, by the way, for people who are interested in hearing, is that next stream is probably going to be another Terraria stream. So,
Yay!
yeah,
And
so,
all of a sudden I pop in.
yeah. And it might end up being the same time as the stream.
Oh, you
but-
found the image.
Oh, I see. So this is the turtle gender. I see.
I'm sorry, I'm like very quiet. I'm just I got my game face on and stuff.
All good. It's all good. Yeah. So, the stream that next week's stream might end up being at the same time as this one. So like being on the Friday night for most people rather than the Saturday night, just because there is something I need to do on. I think it's Saturday evening. Yeah, no, it's Saturday night. Which might mean that I might not be able to get up early Sunday morning for my time. So it might end up being Friday night for most people, like it is this week. So be prepared. It should hopefully still be good for most people who are still, have obligations, school or work or whatever. It should be Friday night, so it should be all good.
Next week?
Man spreading. Yeah, next week.
Next week.
Yeah, because I have a thing I'm going to on Saturday night, and I might not be able to get home early and go to bed so that I can actually get up for the stream. So I think I might just stream a day earlier. I know streaming on Monday is usually not good for people because people have stuff on. Oh, it's Monday my time, of course. Sunday night for most. Streaming on Sunday night's never very good because people have things they have to go to, so I can only stream for a couple of hours at most.
Oh, school.
Yeah, school or work or whatever. Monday morning is usually when people have to get up and do stuff. So yeah, usually I prefer. It's better if I stream on Saturday morning or Sunday morning if possible. So yeah.
I feel like at this moment in time it doesn't really matter because most people are going on summer here.
Yeah, I think that's the thing. A fair few people are now on break. Yeah, so it shouldn't matter too much. But there are still some people that are still at school or at work or whatever.
Oh, true.
So, yeah, but yeah, so I'll stream on Saturday morning, Friday night for most next week as well, just for this one extra time, hopefully.
I just realized I'm not in the proper attire for this stream. I need to get my special shirt.
Oh no! God
You're
damn it!
unofficial
no.
unofficial merchandise.
Got it before it
A
was
rip
cool.
off.
Yeah,
Tut.
got it before it was official. Yeah.
Can you make a minion T-shirt?
No, let's not. Let's not
Make
make that
it-
a thing.
make it
Let's
with
not.
this.
With the
Make it with
word
this
die on
image.
it?
I will like
Yeah,
report
with this
that. I
image.
swear.
Okay,
I will
please
report
do.
you.
Okay,
I will
thank you.
report that merchandise. I
I
swear.
really need to go to jail. You
Let's
can.
not-
It's
let's
it's
not
the
make
first
it.
image that pops up when I Google a minion yaoi.
Hmm.
Have my Gabrick shirt on now.
Ah, yeah.
I have
yeah.
a Rubik's Cube shirt on. Well, because it's
I really should buy Rorius merchandise though.
That would be
How much
I
is
really
it?
should.
like it's like 20. It's like $18 or something. It's the thing
No,
is
man,
that's the thing is that it's the base. There's like a base price, and then there's like it always has to be at least a certain value. And if I put it at that
Oh.
value, then I wouldn't earn anything. What the?
No, delete that. That's
That's
me
too
hanging
long.
myself.
Okay, I see.
Yeah,
I can
I'll
delete
have
it.
to ask my BF
I'll delete
to
it
get
if you
me that
want. Yeah.
shirt.
Yeah, see, like, so the way that Redbubble works is that there's like a base price, and then yeah, I'll just go on to my Redbubble just to have a look. Wait, what's
Just
this?
advertising.
Oh, Diamond, you followed me on Redbubble. Yay!
Oh no.
Let's just have a look. We'll look at my official one. The way that it
Oh my
works,
God,
sort of, is
right.
that
Ooh,
it
girl. Sorry.
it's all good. It's all good. We can bring this over here, separate it out, and okay. So briefly, the way that it works is that it's like $18.27 or something. $18.27, and you can get it. There's like so many different varieties. You can get it like all the different colors. You can go choose like all these different product versions of the same of like these items. You can get whatever you want of these, including a sticker. But the way it works is that it's I think the base price is around $15 US, and then you add like a percentage on top. I think mine were either default or just a little bit higher than default settings, just because I have to go through like PayPal, and then by the time it goes through PayPal, like I lose all this money. It's just a factor of having to exchange the currencies and stuff like that.
PayPal created by Elon Musk.
Yeah. I never knew that. That's very interesting. But I think for a shirt, I don't quite make as much money from a shirt as I would if I used something like Shark Robot. But Shark Robot has requirements that I cannot meet. So it's like per shirt I think I make like $4.20 something or $4.30 US. I think. Your Turtle's in the secret chat. Yep. So yeah, if you bought a shirt, it'd be like donating about $4, $4 to me, because after exchange and everything, I lose a few at least about 30 cents. So yeah.
Official merch. I'm getting a sweatshirt.
Because yeah, you can get a sweatshirt if you want. You can get a what we call a singlet or a tank top. You can get there's like tri-colored. I think there's ones where it's like multicolored shirts. I don't know. All sorts of options. I feel like I'm doing a freaking ad. I feel bad. I'm sorry.
Let's make an official Rorius ad.
Well, actually,
That could be a
funny you mentioned that, because there was just the other day I was thinking there are other channels that have like other YouTube channels have a channel ad that they have on their channel just for newcomers, and I don't have a channel ad. I always just put one of the latest videos on, one that I think people might enjoy, you know, one that I think might be good, and yeah, if I had like if I could, I would have like a compilation thing as a channel ad, but then that requires that I have to go through all my videos and watch my own videos and decide. It's very strange. Although I've become very much used to it now, much more so than I used to be, because I edit the video, so like I need to watch the video anyway to edit it. So I've become very familiar with my own recorded face. So yeah. Yeah.
So you know, I recently got my first phone. You want to hear what my ringtone is?
Sure. I have that exact same ringtone. Well, almost the exact same. Not quite. Mine just starts straight up. Let's see if I can find it. How do I find it on my phone?
Too, it's just my phone wasn't close enough to the mic.
Okay, yeah. 1 second.
A live jingle. God damn it.
Yeah. 1 second, I'll just find mine. For a ringtone.
I'm just gonna repost these images for people to take a look at and consider playing.
Same with mine. The portal radio is my ringtone. Nice turtle.
I post another Warframe screenshot.
Yeah.
Hopefully it's good. I'm trying to get people to play Warframe because
Yeah.
only 4 friends online out of like 300 and something.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
Yesterday, I got someone to draw
Yeah.
for a character in my cartoon.
Oh,
The
yeah.
first thing, it's not. So first of all, it's not even by the person animating.
Oh, yeah,
Sending it
okay.
right now.
Oh,
This
yeah.
is
I see.
Oh, that's actually adorable.
Yeah, it is.
You should see my drawings. Oh, they're a little bit naughty. Tut tut tut.
Dad. Dear.
By that I mean like it's always like shirtless guys and stuff.
Yeah, I assumed that's what you meant. Dear.
It's my nightmare. I can never get away from drawing these things.
See, I like when I was a kid, I loved drawing, and I drew quite a bit. Like I drew a lot of like very small stuff. I just I liked drawing. Back in the day, I remember I had this stack of sheets. I loved drawing bosses for video games. So I was just drawing these characters as crazy characters and pretending that they were bosses in video games. Because back when I was like a little kid, I didn't think that I'd ever be able to make stuff for games and stuff, and I didn't. Yeah, I just drew stuff because I wanted to be a game developer person, but I just didn't know that kind of thing existed. So I was just drawing bosses randomly on pieces of paper, and back then I used to draw frequently, very frequently. But then I just sort of stopped. I don't know why. I just sort of stopped drawing. And so my drawing skills are like child's level drawing skills. So I cannot draw to save myself. So yeah, that's why.
That's what happens to me when I don't draw for like a while.
Okay, I'm
Ah,
exporting right now.
Okay.
Okay,
Exporting
here's
here.
your,
I cannot find my
I'm
drawing.
exporting your new channel trailer.
Okay. Oh, so, okay, I see.
I found my album. I found my drawings.
Okay.
well, when I was younger too, and I kind of stopped because my art teacher then said it was like too dark and
Too dark.
evil and stuff.
Gothic.
Nice. Well, you see, I used to always draw at sort of around high school age. I can't remember when I actually stopped. I can't remember, but I used to draw just these scenes where there was always people dying in my drawings. Always people getting
Same,
shot in the head and stuff by
But
arrows.
with portal guns.
Yeah. Well, I used to
Oh my
draw
God.
portal guns. Portal guns was one of those things that I could draw it was one of those ones that I could draw repeatedly and get it almost exactly perfect. The portal gun was one of those ones that I was able to draw.
But drawing people dead, that's so sad.
Well, they were always stick figures and very basic drawings. So but they wouldn't necessarily.
Laying down and then having like red crayons all around.
Well, look, just red pen, Usually I didn't bother to do multicolors though. I usually just used the same color, just like black and white. But I used to, for some reason, bows and arrows featured frequently in my drawings, and there was always someone with an arrow in them. Oh, dear. Or at least about to be hit by an arrow.
Oh,
Okay,
God. Stop.
I'm done exporting. Okay, this is your new channel trailer.
Oh.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Let's see what we got here. Oh God. God damn it. Ow. Some slime.
Messed up music. Fuck you.
Oh dear. Please some slime.
Anyway,
Rory,
anybody
please
wanna-
make this the actual one. No.
Okay, I'm back here with the direction.
Right, yeah.
If
Uh,
anybody wants to see one of my drawings, it's not too perverted, but whatever.
Feel free. yeah, I don't want to hurt people.
Yes.
So, I'm not going to hurt their ears by making this a channel logo. Oh, I like the hair. That's cool. Maddie immediately replies, "Load."
His eyes are actually supposed to be like this very dark color, like well around his eyes because he's like corrupted or something like.
Right. Yeah.
Because he's evil.
Yeah. No, it's good. It's actually really good. The lines are line work is really good.
Shut up, turtle. I know. Stop already. Ooh, I've drawn like the. I don't want to say it.
Okay.
Let's not talk about it. Especially not on stream.
Yeah. Fair enough.
Let's not talk about this. God damn it.
Yeah. No, I can't.
Oh, Keegan, I can show you. I can show you.
Oh, God.
Just kidding. I'm not.
Yeah. Yeah, see, I stopped drawing before I got to the point where I would theoretically have drawn lewd stuff.
Oh God.
The most lewd thing...
Oh God, don't mind the freaking watch again.
Okay, all good.
My bad.
The most lewd thing I would have theoretically drawn was, of course, during sort of mid high school age, friends and I, well, mostly friends. I only joined in a couple of times, but a couple of my friends used to draw the most detailed and intricate penises on people's like books and on whiteboards and stuff. One of my friends, I won't say who it was, but one of my friends used to, oh my God, he drew the most detailed, veiny, disgusting looking stuff. I saw that. I saw that picture.
Wait. It's so loud. With color.
Ah, I see. Yeah.
Oh no!
Dear.
No! God damn it! I hate y'all. And now I'm jacked up.
Oh dear. Why?
Because then we're all dying now.
Yeah.
Oh no. Jumping to something really, really dark. 1 second, let me find this.
Okay.
I don't know if you're gonna listen to this, but wait, let me find it. Oof, where is it? Oh, there it is. I found it. I make music and stuff, and I decided to make this. And there's a reason why it's called At Peace with Clouds.
Okay.
It's actually very sad, because I'll have to talk about this though, because about, I want to say like maybe almost a week ago, maybe, or something like that, my friend's sister actually committed suicide.
Oh shit.
That's very dark, I know.
Yeah.
And I decided to make this, in honor of her.
Right.
So,
Okay. Oh man.
I didn't want to really talk about it, but I was like, you know what? I want to show off this like really cool music piece that I like worked so hard on.
Yeah.
So yeah, like
Oh,
I had
man.
I had to tell the backstory why I named it like that and why it sounds sad.
Yeah.
Even though usually I'm not sad, I try to be positive all the time, even in the darkest of times. I'm just like, trying to stay positive no matter, all the sadness in the world and whatever.
Yeah. Oh man. I know. Oh god.
Oh no,
Taiwan.
don't.
That's the thing is that that's I'm weird in that I always try and project happiness, but I wouldn't say I was exactly the happiest person. But because I like to, what I've done in recent years is I started watching YouTubers and stuff, and I see how most of the time they always try and project sort of as much as they can happiness and happy
Oh my god, don't play that.
disposition.
That's a copyrighted song. Delete it. Taiwan, delete it.
Don't worry, I won't play it. I won't play it. I'm just playing your song because it's not copyrighted.
Okay.
Copyrighted quick.
Copyright the song and then claim my video and earn $0 from it because it's because my channel's not monetized. No, what was I gonna say? No, yeah, I started watching YouTubers who were like that, and I know Jacksepticeye as of when was that? I know a little while ago. He talked about before he started his PMA thing. I remember him talking about basically
Positive mental
attitude. Yeah, before he did that, I remember him talking about projecting positivity and stuff like that, and how valuable that is for some people, because like you can get in a pretty dark place if you're alone, or you don't have friends, or if you're there's a lot of things in life that can bring you like pretty down, pretty dark. But if you have
having friends, that was like me for the longest time.
Right, yeah. See, I was lucky in that as a kid, I made a lot of friends at primary school. I just somehow made friends very easily at primary school, and that just carried through for the rest of my whole schooling life. I stayed with, like, friends from primary were still with me when I'm still friends with friends that I made at primary school. Or it's called elementary if you're US. You know, the first years of school. Rory made friends via magical spells. No. I guess I was just a likable kid, I guess. Or I was just like a kid who was not shy to make friends, or I was willing to go out there and make friends. But then again, I always said at like high school that our group of friends was the I lovingly called our group of friends the losers, because our friends were kind of like I would call them like the not necessarily outcasts, but we were not in any of the like popular groups. But because of that, we ended up being in one of the biggest groups of people that would hang out at lunchtime and stuff like that of the whole school at high school. Like our group was like the largest section of the whole school, because you got the sort of jock kids who are like this, you know, the sporty types who are popular, relatively popular. And when I say jock in the context,
cool because they are smoking cigarettes with 14 years of age.
Well, see, this is the thing, is that the jocks at our school, when I say jocks, the jocks at our school, they weren't like the cliche jocks. They weren't like they weren't horrible people. A lot of the jock people were actually perfectly fine people. They were just the sporty kind of kids, you know. They weren't also super cocky. Some of them were. But oh my god, Dylan.
Oh my god, stop.
But there was the like naughty kids who would be I would say are more like what people think of when they think of a jock. They were relatively sporty, but they were mostly just like getting in trouble all the time.
Kids were like all the kids that would like bully me.
Yeah, see, that's the thing, is the sporty kids weren't like the bullies at our school. The bullies were more along the lines of, there weren't a whole lot of bullies at our school, I wouldn't say, but the bullies were more of the kids who were like the, for want of a better word, shitheads. The kind of kids who, they didn't do well at school, they weren't particularly good in any particular field, they were
yeah, the sporty kids were like the kids that did not do good.
What is that?
Yeah. The sporty kids at our school were actually quite good at classes as well. Like the sporty kids at our school, I don't know if it was just my year level, but the kids who were the sporty kids were also relatively good at their subjects as well. They were actually good kids, you know. But the kids who were the naughty kids, who were like the ones who would, yeah, as you say, like smoke out the back, or people used to smoke pot on the field, because our field was like quite far away from the main building. So yeah, the people could get away with it. And then there was, of course, like there was other little groups, like there's the music groups. I was sort of part of the music group for a while, but not really. And there was other groups of kids, but then there was just like us, who were like the gamers / people who liked anime / people who
fapped anime.
Several of them were girls. I don't know if that changes your your quotes. It probably doesn't. That was a
no. Why should it?
Yeah, no, that's fair enough. They shouldn't. But God damn it! What have I? What hole have I dug myself into? But then like there were other people who were just like friends of people who are gamers, like not necessarily gamers themselves, just friends of gamers, just nerds generally. We were just a huge group that were just anyone who wasn't part of the other groups, I guess. We were just very accepting of others. So yeah, we had this huge group of friends. It was good.
God damn it, these people be sending audios. You know what?
You started it. Don't blame it on us. Okay, you started it.
You know what?
Yeah, that's the good thing about like now I'm in a new school where I study computer science and informatics and all this stuff. And in our class we are just all gamers and people who like to program. So that's that's better.
Oh yeah. See, when I was at school, at least I don't know if it's changed or not, but when I went to school, there wasn't really a proper computer class. Like there was a computer class, but it was not programming. It was not anything like what I do now. Definitely, I didn't learn programming stuff until university. Like there wasn't really programming classes at all at school. Actually, I think it has changed now because my mum was a teacher and she was saying that their computer science, their computer department is desperately looking for people to work there. She's desperately trying to get me to become a teacher. So
Oh god.
she wants me to try and be one of the computer teachers at their school, but I just don't. No, thank
Take it out
you.
of your job as a product tester.
A product tester.
You remember?
Yes, I remember. And what were you gonna say? You were saying something about you were tempted to rant about your school. Here, you can feel free if you want to, Turtle.
I wish I could.
Well, where do I start is the problem.
Yeah. See, I would say that I was glad of the school that I chose to go to, because yeah, I think I got a good experience from my school. A lot of people that went to my school did not enjoy it, and I've heard that it sort of was when I was there as well, but it's become the like pothead high school of where I live. So most of the kids there are just like dropout kind of kids, which is really sad because that school had such a cool idea, the whole impact project thing, and there was a whole lot of like new ideas for learning experiences and stuff that I think is so useful and so valuable, but they're just being wasted on people who don't care about it. It's really sad.
Yeah, I'm in higher informatics class in first grade, and the dropout rate in the first grade is 50%.
Ah, yes. Ouch.
There are so many people who are not who just realize that they are not interested in programming at all, or are too bad to like fail the class.
Yeah. Yeah, see, that's the thing. If
Mostly it is just people who aren't interested in programming, and even right now, someone actually left our class because he isn't interested.
Right, yeah. Actually, it's funny you mentioned that, because that's a bit like what it's like at university here. Is that there's a 2-week period where you can, if you go to a university, if you go to the university I went to, there's a 2-week period at the start of the first semester that if you decide that you don't want to do the papers that you're doing, you can withdraw and get your money back. So like the first week, the first week of the first semester, there is just, it's crowded. There's so many people at uni. And then 2 weeks in, suddenly it's a freaking ghost town. There's just no one there, because everyone who's like unsure or just like going there because they just want to hang out with friends or whatever, they realize the workload and stuff like that, and they're just like, ooh, never mind, pull out.
I hate it if people just want to become a programmer just because a friend likes it or something like that. Oh, I play Windows all day. Making a game sure is very easy and fun. Not work at all.
And then a lot of people at the university are just like, oh, I want to go to university. I want to hang out with all my friends and go to this quad and do all these things. And then they actually see the work that was required, and they just like, oh, okay, don't actually want to do the work. Now, just quickly before we start anything, we'll listen to Damien's Hermes song. I'm curious as to what this will sound like. Pull out. No. Bad Maddie. It's, you know, leave the subject. Stop doing the subject. Pull out. Also, feel free to give me feedback on my music plays. I feel like I definitely need to improve. I mean, that song, what was it called again? Where is it? At Peace with the Clouds. It was amazing. It was, I mean, amazing might not be the right word. It was beautiful, beautiful. Yeah. People, give feedback on, if you're listening to the stream, which you probably aren't because you're in chat. Give feedback to Damien on his music. Damn it. We are number 1. At least that doesn't actually work properly. It doesn't work properly, it's a mid.
The MIDI.
Yeah. It doesn't work on... Discord doesn't have a MIDI player, clearly. Well, it doesn't have like a... It doesn't support MIDI.
Yeah, because it doesn't have the MIDI sounds. So.
Yeah. Ah, yes, I saw that, Maddie. You were doing something about resetting your high score in that game. That's cool. That's cool. Eat or escape to explode. Yeah. This reminds me of something. It just very loosely, just for a second there, reminded me of something from Crash Bandicoot. But it's definitely not like Crash Bandicoot. It's an interesting song. I can see what you're going for. It's interesting style. Interesting style.
No, abort.
Damn it. Music games for everyone, to be honest. Yeah, that's the thing though, is that I'm not really much of one for like trap and dubstep. But I like most music. Damn it, Dylan. I like most music. No music is for everyone. What? Real music. I have a very broad taste in music. But the thing, what I'll definitely say about when it comes to music for me, is that I'm definitely one of those people who I prefer music where music is heightened for me if it has a component to it, or has a emotional response of some kind, like what am I trying to say? Basically, if there's some sort of like context to the music, so if I've played it in a video game in a scene that's really meaningful, like just an example, like most of my music, by the way, comes from video games, just because that's where I get my music from. One song that really gets to me, and it's like one of those ones that legitimately makes me cry sometimes when I listen to it, is if anyone's played Bastion, there's a song that plays towards the end of the game.
Played that.
Have you played it?
No, I wish I played that.
Oh, I would highly recommend Bastion. Bastion's a great game. I should play it on the channel. I should replay it. But there's a scene towards the end of the game that's like when I just thinking about it, I'm looking like choked up. Because it just, when I played it, it just was so touching, so like meaningful. In my mind, at least, it was meaningful. And
you know what's been meaningful for me for a while?
What was that?
Portal 2 ending.
Right, yeah. I mean, that got me choked up when I first saw it, because it's like, I was like, oh my freaking god, they're going there. Yeah, like that. I definitely, upon replaying it, it doesn't quite get me as much as it did when I first saw it, but yeah, it still gets me. It still gets me. I just realized
it reminds me.
I just realized I'm still offline. I often go invisible just to lurk on my own Discord.
Yeah.
I always forget to turn online.
I just reminded myself of something to tell you to do something. Cube 2, where is that?
Oh, right, yeah. I just never got around to buying it because it costs money.
If I actually thought of like gifting Cube 2 to you, but there's a problem. There's a slight problem because Russians are fucking asses. I'm sorry. but
Right,
that's
okay.
true.
Fair enough, I guess.
So yeah. So
Yeah.
the only way you could like actually get it is if you like actually fly to some European country and then get it there.
Oh, right. Oh, man. That sucks.
bullshit.
Yeah. I know some countries are really bad for that kind of thing. I know for a while there we had problems getting games back in the day because Australia used to be like a gateway for us getting games, and because Australia was so harsh on all their games, like we couldn't get a whole lot of like games that got like banned in Australia.
Yeah, that's bullshit.
Which is freaking bullshit until like the like what I would say is PS3 era, so like around mid 2000s. I remember one of the first games that I saw that was like either censored or banned. It wasn't banned, I think it was just censored. Was Grand Theft Auto 4. Grand Theft Auto 4 got censored in Australia, I believe, but it was one of the first games I noticed that we got like our own version of. You know, we didn't get the Australian version. We got a non-censored New Zealand version of the game. So I was so happy when I saw that. And same with like Left 4 Dead 2, or was it Left 4 Dead? No, it was Left 4 Dead 2 because Left 4 Dead 2 got like heavily censored in Australia. And one of my friends, for some reason, his account got the censored version downloaded when he first downloaded Left 4 Dead 2. And so all of his, when he was like attacking zombies, they would just disappear in front of him instead of like instead of tearing them open. Like if you have the crowbar, it's like super violent. Instead of like hitting them and like gore coming out and them falling over and being like dismembered and stuff like that. He got a version where it's just like if you use the chainsaw, for instance, you would just run into them and it was just they would just vanish as they was running into them. It was just really dumb, really dumb.
You know
but
what you reminded me of when you said censored?
what?
I remember watching my favorite streamer, Snowlit, playing The Witcher 3.
Oh
Like,
yeah.
I just jumped into Witcher 3 for once, and then all of a sudden, I see that The Witcher is doing sexy times with a lady, and I'm like, what is this?
Yeah, yeah. Damn it. What is this? Yeah.
I was actually shook that apparently that's not banned and it's actually allowed because it's a game and it's official and stuff.
Right, okay.
And I'm like, oh my, what is this? I should not be here.
You see, I haven't seen or played anything Witcher at all, so
You should.
yeah, that'd be an interesting thing to try out.
At the
I
moment,
th-
I can't because again, I don't think my laptop can handle it.
Ah, yeah, fair enough, fair enough. I think actually, I think I might actually own Witcher 3. I don't know. I'll have to check. But yeah, no, I was gonna say I've seen that in
check
Germany that like all of Valve stuff has some amount of censoring in Germany. Like even Team Fortress 2, like it has like yeah,
What?
Germany
It has black blood because
yeah.
that it uses that it isn't humans they're shooting, it's robots.
Yeah, yeah. And when you blow people up, instead of having body parts, you get like springs and cogs and
Yeah.
like rubber ducks and hamburgers, I think, and stuff like that. It's real weird.
God damn it! Every time I forget, you have 1,000 games. Jesus Christ!
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, Germany's game index is just so large.
Yeah. They're censored
Oh,
games.
you do
yeah.
have The Witcher 3, and you have the expansion pass and all some other shit.
All right,
The
okay.
Witcher
See, I don't even know these things because
I looked it up for you. You're
yeah,
welcome.
yeah. I back in the day, it hasn't happened a lot recently, but back in the day, I used to buy everything on every sale, and like Humble Bundles, I used to buy all the time. So I just have a ton of games. Most of them I don't even remember that when I bought them or how I got them in the first place, but whatever. Yeah.
So hence why there's not gonna be the miscellaneous thing for when you play these games that you don't remember about.
Yeah, yeah, that's the thing. Is that's yeah, as you said, basically the premise of why I added the miscellaneous thing is that there's just a ton of games I have which it would be cool to like try out, but I don't want to be obligated to finish them. So I just
It's like if people want to see it, it's like, oh, if people want to see it, I'm just gonna play it.
yeah, I'll play a little bit more of it if people want to see it, but otherwise I'm just gonna just
Like,
throw out a
that's
random
really quick.
episode. Yeah, I've actually already played another episode of that. That'll be coming out tomorrow.
Ooh.
But
Cool.
I got to the end of chapter 3, no, world 3, which is yeah, it's. I won't say anything about it because otherwise, no one will watch it. But yeah, Maddie's Discord crashed. That's why he left the. Oh, here we are. Yay, Maddie's
I
back.
see. I'm playing Slime Rancher after like the longest time of not playing it because my laptop could not handle things. Now
Right,
playing Slime Rancher
yeah.
again. Yay!
Nice.
Although
just-
I've done a lot of things already in this game.
Okay. Yeah.
You have 1,000 games. What the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. I
I
have
just
that.
reached 100 games.
Oh yeah. See,
don't
I
think
remember.
it
I remember
does.
when I was reaching 100. Those were the like back in the day when there weren't a million games on Steam. I would during the sales and stuff I managed to buy enough
Are there
games to get
actually a million games on
100.
Steam? I wonder.
Well, there's so many. I don't know how many games there are actually.
No, not a million. Not a
No,
million.
not quite. Probably not quite a million, but there's a lot. Like it's probably getting close. I'm just gonna quickly watch this
Already
video
watched my
that Maddie
video.
put up. Okay, it's a 4-minute video. I'll just skip through a little bit. Oh god, I'm loud. It's just showcasing like stuff that's missing from the German version of Half-Life. I'm just gonna
Any more
skip
than
through a
rules
little
have
bit.
changed.
Yeah, I'll watch your video, Turtle, in a minute. Oh, that's right. Yeah, the people don't die in. That's right. No, I won't watch that. I won't watch that. I'll watch your video.
Oh
The-
yes.
in
Sorry, I
Half-Life-
forgot about something.
In Half-Life 1, okay, all good. In Half-Life 1, when the people die when the scientists die, instead of them normally like exploding with gibs or like falling over dead, they like sit down and shake their head.
boy.
They're like, oh.
Yeah, they,
Hmm?
yeah, in Germany they don't have to do that anymore.
Oh, don't they?
Oh,
Oh,
my
okay.
God.
No.
No. No.
What happened?
going on?
What happened?
I have these. I'm mad. I'm angry. Sorry. I have these like mosaic dervish largos like in my ranch, and they're literally making tornadoes and making slimes and
Yeah.
freaking plorts fly
This
around.
is
and
this is
oh
why
my
I was
God, I'm
so cautious about adding those slimes to my base.
Ooh, now they're causing havoc. Oh no.
Yeah, I had the dervish and
Oh,
the.
my fire slimes are gonna die. Oh no.
Maddie says there's only 25k games on Steam. Really? I don't believe you. It's probably true. It's probably true, but yeah. See, I put my Tangle and dervish slimes like in their own place by themselves, and even then they would escape randomly somehow. I don't know how they did it.
God damn it. So much for a freaking good ranch. God damn it.
Yeah. All right,
I'll
quick.
have to reorganize this whole entire area.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry, but you'll have to go. Bye.
Yeah. I just throw them into the
Weird
sea.
mosaics.
I always just throw the slimes into the sea.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing right now.
But Turtle uploaded this video. I'll have a quick look.
Oh, by the way, I did do something really interesting that I thought
God.
that I could not do
Why?
in Slime Rancher.
Oh yeah, what was that?
Basically, I went into the glass desert and I found myself the gilded ginger.
Oh
And then
yeah.
I made a Gordo snare, put it in my ranch, put the gilded ginger there. Then I skipped a day, and then guess what? There's a freaking gold Gordo.
Oh, nice. Oh my god. See,
Except I need to get a bunch of gilded gingers now.
right, yeah. I wish there
But,
was. I wish there was slightly more in the game that would warrant me continuing to play it because
Oh, yeah, true.
other than cosmetic stuff and just like upgrading your stuff like
Yeah,
for
true.
in game there's not a whole lot of purpose. Like if they made the game end sort of after you talked a lot to or after you read a lot of your emails and stuff like that you got,
Or after
and,
you heard that song.
yeah they made that the end of the game. If they made, I feel like I know it's not completely finished, like they're still adding stuff to the game, but I feel like
Yeah.
if they made a secondary end state that was like way further into the game, that was like a super satisfying end state, I would go back to it and I would continue to try and get the upgrades and get new stuff. But for now, without that like final end state, I feel like there's not really much point in sinking all the time in to get to that point. Because
Nautica.
yeah, well, Slime Rancher requires a lot of attention, so it demands a lot of my time, so I just can't provide it that time.
Which reminds me, I might want to go to Subnautica very soon because I haven't built there in ages. Which reminds me, I still haven't shown you the screenshots of my base.
No, that's alright.
That
Yeah.
that I made near the Deep Dark.
Yeah, yeah.
But like not exactly there because I made a base around the Flood Kelp zone.
Yeah, that's right. You're saying.
And
Yeah.
apparently there was one of those crab squids that like put out the electric
EMP,
pulse, and then,
yeah.
it takes away the energy, and I'm like, ooh, I actually killed it.
Oh, okay. Oh, nice. I know you can kill the leviathans in that game. It's really hard, but you can do it.
You can just literally stab them to death.
Yeah, you
Like,
can.
no
Like,
joke.
I think I was watching. I don't know if he succeeded, but I was watching an older video of Markiplier's where he was trying to drill the sea dragon leviathan to death. That was. I don't think he succeeded because I think they calculated. I seem to recall someone calculating how long it would take to kill the sea dragon leviathan with a drill, and it's basically it's ages. It's just so long. You'd have to be drilling it constantly for so long to kill it. It's faster if you use the knife, but then you have to be outside of your prawn suit, so you can't can't like stick to it. With the prawn suit, you can like grapple to the sea dragon and then just like hold your drill there, or keep punching.
I mean, I know I did watch Jacksepticeye, kill Reaper Leviathans all around the sea.
Oh, okay, yeah, I haven't watched that video. It's still, I believe that video of him killing them is still in my watch later from like months ago. I have
Months ago.
yeah, I use watch later, by the way, all the time. I put everything into watch later just so that I have a list of everything that I just go through my subscription feed, add all the videos that I'm like, oh yeah, I'll watch this into my watch later, and then I just go through my watch later. I only ever watch from my watch later.
I usually don't put stuff there.
Yeah, so it's where I store all those kind of things. But then if I'm like while I was playing, oh hey Dan Matthews, major shout out from Poudemol, England. Okay, I don't know what that is. The videos that were coming out while I was playing Subnautica, I wanted to watch them, but I didn't want to watch them until I finished the game. So I put them in my watch later and just left them at the bottom of my watch later. But then, like, I just haven't returned to them, so it's still there. Hi, massive shout out all the way from... What? What is this? Shout out from the cornfields of Dundee. That's where I'm from.
Oh god damn it! I'm like selling floors right here right now,
I'm so
and
confused. Yeah.
I'm like here selling floors, and then you remember the Monkey Miles update, right?
Yes,
She
yes.
gives you like this upgrade where you can get extra money, but she's very greedy. You barely get that, extra money.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
That
a
is
very
true.
low chance.
Yeah.
She's greedy. Greedy bitch.
Yeah, yeah. Hi,
I mean,
can we
that's
start a
the
Q?
best you can describe her.
Yeah. Well, I think I called her that towards the start, didn't I?
Yeah, you did.
Joel Knight says, hi, can we start a Q&A? I mean, you can ask me questions. Feel free. There's suddenly a whole bunch of people. Where have you all come from? What happened? Like
I'm
this.
actually wondering where's everybody? Where's Keegan? Where's Tevon? What?
You're
They're still
Oh,
around.
okay.
They're just quiet.
I'm like, what? Why are they silent? Like usually everybody's talking. I'm here like the only one talking again.
Yeah, yeah.
Awkward.
T1 said BRB.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay, I see.
Oh, yeah, BRB, yeah. Opinions on...
I'm playing, so I didn't know.
Dan Matthews asks, opinions on Paul Hollywood's lemon drizzle cake. I think it's really nice. I have no idea. I know who Paul Hollywood is, but I have no idea. I don't know what his lemon drizzle cake is like. That's a very strange
You're on
question.
trending.
What the? I'm on trending page? How am I on trending? What the freaking hell?
What?
You're joking. That's gotta be a joke, right?
Okay, I'm
I'll
back.
be shook it.
I mean, I won't be able to check because I'm on my account, so whatever. So would you rather swear using a bad word or poo in your pants? Tee-hee, P.S. It's reeks. Well, Well, I think when it comes to, I mean, I swear every now and then. I'd rather swear.
It's not untrending, you liars.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I doubt that that's the case. How else would you find the stream? You're probably sent here by someone. That's how you found the stream. Would you rather have? Why? What is with these comments, man? Joel. Actually, they're both
Recommended.
Wistiano and Joel. What's with your freaking
No.
weird questions, man?
God damn it! I ran out of freaking spark shots. I'm doing this Quicksilver. slime.
Yeah. I realized I did that so fast. I like managed to do that. Did I do the whole of Moki Miles in one video? I think
Yeah,
I
you
did.
did.
Somehow I did that so fast. I just like
I'm
focused
like
in.
almost there though. Like I'm really close there to finishing.
Oh yeah. Well, I think if you just if you get a fair few of the plots per time, like if you manage to get like, how many was I getting? Like I think at one of them I got like 100. I think I was getting around 70 to 100 plots each time. And if you do that, then it goes down really fast. Like you get through it real quick.
I'm really bad at timing stuff. I'm type stuff. Like when it's a
Right.
race or something.
You're right.
Now.
That's the thing is that I think God damn it. Yeah, I think I just I did okay. Like I've seen other people do much better than I did. I think I was okay. I was, and a couple of the times I didn't do very good. I think I might have cut them out of the video. Just show my best side, of course.
Hey, these three people are definitely trolling together.
Yeah, that's the thing is they've all joined onto the same stream, and they're all talking with each like doing silly stuff. I don't know where you're from, but if watch my videos, maybe. I always watch babies. No, yeah, go on.
Do you think you can pronounce this word?
Nope. Let me just read it a few times in my head so I can try and figure out how it sounds.
It's an Austrian word.
Something like Ochkatzwolf? Something like that.
Orchestration.
Ochkatzwolf. Okay. See, I was a syllable off.
Not really. Orchestration.
Ochkatzwolf.
Guess
God
what
damn
it
it. I can't keep the word going. It's too long.
means? Guess what it means.
What does it mean?
Let me find a fun picture.
Oh god. Yeah. Maddie quoted me. I don't know where you're from, but watch my videos. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. See, I can do that one because I practiced it when I was a kid. I used to watch movies like Mary Poppins as a kid, so yeah.
Give me a moment, I'll be back.
Okay, all good. Is your name Ariel because we mermaid for each other. Well done, Dan Matthews. Very good pun thingy.
Wait a second. Damien, what if this is Zin in 3 different accounts?
That's an Orchestration.
It's very possible. Oh, okay. So it's
Shintaro,
a squirrel
sorry,
tail.
no.
Squirrel's tail.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Cool. Now I gotta read these comments just because there's comments in the YouTube chat. These are very at the restaurant. Ice. Wallow. And I won't even finish that off because it can still be used against me. Even as it stands. Join the Discord server and join voice chat. I'm already in it. Oh god. No, you're not. There's no welcome to new people, so you haven't joined. How dare you? Liars. Damn it. You're desperate. I know the joke, man. I know the joke. I've seen people using that in other streams. It doesn't work. It doesn't work for me. Best pints ever in it. Ugh.
Rory, new word.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know how the umlaut works, so
It's an
it's an air. Okay. uh, like Käsekleine? I don't
You
know.
need to pronounce the E on Käse more.
Oh, okay. So like, yeah, so more like Käsekleine.
More like that, yeah.
Yeah. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to remember how Dutch is pronounced, and I'm just using that because that's the closest thing I have. I don't speak or know really any Dutch, but my family is Dutch, so I should know more Dutch. Oh, okay. Is it a type of sausage? Is it?
Yeah, it's a sausage with Käse, so cheese.
Oh yeah. Oh cool. Yeah. What is happening in this YouTube chat? It's good. There's now chat messages coming through in the YouTube chat, but like, what is this?
I feel like these 3 people were sent by someone.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's why I was asking where they're from. Like,
The
they've
rating
been
you.
sent. They've been sent here. Where are they from? I'm 3, the same person. Oh, the same not person.
Schwarzwald-Kirschtorte.
Oh god.
The last message.
Oh yeah. At least you can pronounce it. At least you can pronounce it for me. I don't have to.
Yeah, it's an Austrian word, but written incorrectly.
Okay. Yeah. Nice.
Das Garden hat sagt die Wörter.
Now they're addressing Turtle directly.
Schwarzwald-Kirschtorte.
And I'm back.
Oh, hey, welcome back. We
Sorry,
have-
uh,
We have randoms on the stream for some reason, and they're commenting very strange comments.
Joke in the kill.
But I'm in a very stinky situation right now. Basically, we don't have hot water for like the next like 8-7 days.
Oh my god, how come?
Because maintenance works and stuff. But
Oh
and
my
it's
God.
like I cannot take a shower properly. And I'm like, what
my
is
God.
this?
Yeah, what the freaking hell? That
And
sucks.
my hair, and I haven't washed my hair in a while, and it's like greasy now. And I'm like,
Right.
ugh.
My hair's a little greasy at the moment, actually, as well. I was meaning to have a shower before the stream, but then I just couldn't get up any earlier.
Your hair does not look that bad.
I,
compared to
I
mine.
prepare it before the stream so that it doesn't look as bad.
Hey, lass us
Like,
find out.
try and-
What?
Oh no. Oh, God.
Oh god.
Oh,
Have I seen
dear.
this before? I feel like I've seen this before.
I've seen similar stories
I think
before. Ooh.
sent it a while ago.
Oh, no wonder why I remember this. God damn it.
Hmm.
Is that the Zin that that is here, or the other Zin that we know?
Gaze and
I see. Okay. Yeah, I thought so. I knew it.
Rorius, you're lucky you don't know this sin.
Yeah, I'm just like,
Oh yeah.
I have no idea what's going on.
I might tell you the other day what the other Zin's all about. Oh god, it's
Okay.
a long story.
Galen's personal server, you might find out.
Okay.
Don't
I
look-
haven't
don't
joined
look
his personal
there,
service.
Please don't look there.
Okay.
Rorius, you used
I mean, I very
Top
rarely,
one.
even when I add Discord servers, I very rarely check them. I'm so bad. I just don't find the time to check Discord. So that's why I'm bad enough at checking my own Discord. That's why every single one of my Discord channels here, or Discord servers, all have a little thing next to them. And almost all of them have like
Wow, that's
numbers.
surprising. You have 5. Now I have 5 developers online at once on my personal server,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
and then like 7 on the Loreline server. Well, now the server that I call the Nightshade team.
Ah, yeah. Okay.
There's a reason why I called it the Nightshade team, because it's not just about my mod. There's also a engine, like apps.
Yeah, that's
as they
right.
call it.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that actually is going to be used for a Half-Life project.
Oh, okay. Oh.
That's also really interesting.
Yeah. I'm
It's
curious
going to be
now.
like a very horror-esque experience.
Yeah. Cool. I'm curious as to what you have in mind. But yeah, horror. It'll be cool.
Again, it's not really my project, to be honest.
Right. But it's using the engine that you've helped work on. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Well, not really me, to be honest. It's like
Yes.
all the other people.
Well, your team has worked on it. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm here like working on Loreline maps.
Yeah. Do you know where a build created via Control B in Unity is stored? I don't. Oh, it'll be it'll either be sometimes depending on where you've got it set as like your default build location, it'll either be in the project file itself, the project folder itself, or it'll be in your app data folders. I know sometimes app data is just used by programs to just put temporary or random stuff in, so it might be one of those. I'm not sure though. You might have to look that up, Maddie.
Rorius, new word.
Okay. God. What is it? The one that you've posted before? This one here. Let me have it. Let me.
God.
It's hard.
I mean, I can get the first part. I'm not sure how the G is gonna sound.
The G is more like a K. More like a K.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just trying to think. Trying to imagine saying a sh sound and then a k sound immediately after each other.
Nah, no.
Zvishka.
Forget what I said about the K. It's a G.
Well, yeah, it's like Zvechka.
Svechka.
Yeah. Zvechka.
Svechka.
Yeah, Zvechka. Yeah.
Svechka.
I like to believe that once I have a chance to study how a language sounds, like if I start hearing more words from a language, I like to believe that I'm pretty good at pronunciation stuff. But there are some languages that have just difficult pronunciation. Oh, is this what it is?
That actually reminded me of a freaking word that we have in Russian.
Oh, yeah.
Scandal.
Oh, okay. What's the word?
Wow.
It's really pronounced almost the same.
Oh, okay. Okay, yeah. Zvechka.
Sort of, not really.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I'm trying to imagine because I studied Russian for a semester. I'm trying to imagine how that would.
More defined.
Yeah, I was gonna say. There'll be less vowel stuff and less.
All I know is that this means friend.
Oh God, yeah, Drug.
Drog.
Yeah. See, yeah, I studied one semester of Russian, and I got an A- in Russian. It was one of my best papers. But it's been so long since I did it. I remember very little of my Russian. And same goes with like my Japanese. I did for a year, and I remember just as little, if not less, Japanese than I do Russian. And I studied French for a semester as well, which was useful and really interesting because French is one of those languages that has a lot of influences in English, so you can relate a lot of stuff. If you're an English speaker, you can relate a lot of the French stuff to English. That epic gamer moment when you lose custody of your children. Okay. What, because you're just gaming? Just gaming so hard.
I have so many friends that want to learn Japanese just because they're anime obsessive people.
Yeah. Well, see, I mentioned earlier that a lot of the people in our group of friends were anime fanatics. I was not one of them. I'm weird in that I like Japanese culture, but I'd never watch anime. I'm not an anime watcher. So, I don't... One of the things... I think the reason... As weird as it sounds, the reason I don't watch a lot of anime, and I don't particularly enjoy watching most anime, is because it takes itself too seriously. When I watch stuff, the kind of TV stuff that I would watch, when I used to watch TV a lot, I would always watch comedies. I'd always watch lighthearted stuff. But almost all anime is like super serious, like they're battling to the death, and there's all this like the world depends on their victory and stuff like that. I'm not interested in watching that. I don't watch English stuff like that. When I watch TV, I like to watch comedy. I like to watch, relaxing stuff that I can zone out a little bit. And that's the other thing is I want to. Usually when I watch TV, I want to zone out a little bit. I want to relax. I want to sit back a little bit. When I watch anime, you have to watch with subtitles, so I can't relax. I am constantly like reading as the subtitles come up. So I just don't really. And then if you watch anime dubbed as opposed to subbed, everyone gets angry at you. So so yeah, I just don't watch anime. Dear. What's the best part about dead baby jokes? They never get old.
No.
Oh God, turtle.
Oh no, that's terrible.
In English class, we had to write a blog about something, anything we like, and I wrote about Portugal Revolution.
Oh yeah. Oh nice. See, I used to do stuff like that. Back at school, I used to write about. One of my creative writing pieces in English was about just a fan theory about Portal 1. So.
God damn it! I hate you, turtle. Jake from State Farm. God damn it.
Oh yeah.
God.
Terrible. Anyways, I'm gonna leave actually here because
I was just about to say, I think I need to wrap this stream up anyway.
I think it's right.
Perfect timing. Wow.
Because it's nearly 3 hours, and I was only meaning for the stream to be about an hour and a half, but that's purely because I wasn't sure if there was going to be enough for everyone to talk about to last 3 hours or whatever.
Oh, wow.
But it happened to last this long, so.
Wow. Sure.
What is this?
Anyways, I'm gonna leave here immediately though.
Ah, wow, that is disturbing, turtle. All right, see you, Damien. And I will say goodbye. I'll say goodbye to everyone else as well. See you.
Okay.
Yeah, goodbye to everyone who has joined. Thank you for joining if you're on the stream. Thank you for joining if you're here. Thank you, Tier 1 and Turtle and Maddie. I know Maddie just left, but I'll thank him anyway. And I know Zin was here for a while, but then Zin left, so. And Chris joined just to listen. But yeah. Until next time, thank you everyone for joining. Anyone want to say goodbye to the stream, or should I just
I'll kill you all who's watching.
Oh God!
You're all
No,
Buy my game,
buy it.
even though it's free, because I don't have a source actual license,
Yeah.
which is $25,000.
Yeah. All right. Thank you for joining me. See ya. Goodbye. Disconnect. There we go. I'm gonna go away from that. I'll look at that later. So, yes, this was the chat stream. If you want me to do this kind of thing again, let me know. Let me know in the comments, or let me know on Discord. Discord's usually where I read through everyone's posts and stuff and make sure that I see everything. So like on the YouTube comments, sometimes I do miss stuff. On the chat, I will always miss stuff. But yeah, let me know on Discord or in the comments, and I will arrange another chat stream. But for now, Tier 1 with his yeah, for now that'll be all. Next stream will be Stabby time. No, next stream will be Terraria. So we're going to be playing some more multiplayer Terraria. I will load up the server for next time. It's so early. I'm so tired still. Yeah, thank you so much for watching. And thank you if you're watching this after the fact. That's freaking awesome that you've made it all this way, even though you're watching after the fact. Fun fact, he created his Discord account because I asked him to join my server. Did I? I don't remember. I don't remember what the context of me starting the Discord was, no, to be perfectly honest. But whatever the case, if you like what you saw, hit like. If you want to see more from me, then subscribe. I'll see you all next time. Bye. No, wrong buttons. I always choose the wrong buttons. Goodbye. No, wrong combo. Damn it. Stop it. Oh, it's because I'm not using my normal scene collection. That's why. I can't use my goodbye screen. So just goodbye. I'm not using my normal stream my stream setup, so yeah, I'm gonna just have to say goodbye, and then goodbye.